with 2.9 seconds left, it was 55-53. Zachary had the ball, and they got one girl that was hitting 3 points all night. She missed the 3-pointer. They got the rebound, and as she went up right under the goal to do the rebound to tie the game, one of the girls just completely slapped it away from her.
Wow.
So they won 55-30, 55-53. So they go to the Final Four next week. Stop at Southeastern University. I could see Johnny's house from the place.
No kidding.
So they text me and they said, it's not at the Cajun Dome, it's at Southeastern, you get a photographer. I said, good. So I don't have to go all the way to Lafayette. I go right here down the street, about 16 miles, 20 miles.
You can't beat that.
Then I got the boys tonight. So, hey, Justin, that basketball, I thought you were sending me an STL file. I was going to print it.
Oh, no, I just saw that dude's pic or video.
Good
That was
morning,
pretty cool.
Frank Rizzo.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Morning, everybody in the chat. I'll see y'all later, though, but I got to get out of here. I got to pick her up in 15 minutes because he said he'd hold it until 9 o'clock this morning. That's what he said. He said after 9 o'clock, we put the paperwork in and then we'll go sell it wholesale. But there was a general manager there, and he said, and she went out there, the girl was actually unloading the car. Wow. To me, it just walked in the door. She was buying a new car, and the car, she said the car looked good. I said, yeah, you don't really know what to look for. I said, and there was one accident on this car back in 2014. And it was sent to a Volkswagen certified repair place, and it hasn't had any issues since. So, and the accident was minor front end. So long as that's been 10 years, been on the road, and the mileage on it at the time was like 14,000. So you got about 130,000 miles on it almost.
Oh, for sure. And you need to get there because it's 9 o'clock here, and you got to get there by.
Yeah, I got time. It's 15 minutes from her and 15 minutes. She's 15 minutes from me. Got plenty of time.
Okay.
So, but I'm out of here. If y'all on when I get back, I'll let you know.
Okay, Joe. Take care.
Talk to y'all later.
Give me a second, guys. I'm just working on something.
That's okay. We're here. Corey Mano's here. Frank Rizzo. Frank was actually first. Yeah, it's Friday here. Whopping right now it's 34 degrees. It was 29 when I got up this morning. It's 34, but it's bright sunshine, as you can see here. So it's supposed to warm up to maybe 40, 45 today. Okay, Corey, you travel safely.
Have that? What the fuck?
Okay. Hey, Mark White, how you doing? Screen share, here we go. Here's what's going on right now. This ship right here, the Algo Nova, is downbound, heading for over here. And it's got to go down here through the Detroit River and around and up. But the other choke point is the locks are here and the locks up here. Other than that, all of these other areas like Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake St. Clair, and Lake Ontario are open for travel. This is the Algo Luna, and it's a tanker. So it's kind of headed my way. Doesn't mean I'm going to get it, but it's headed my direction.
Oh, come on. Ah, here we go. Maybe? Oh, okay.
Well, I had a phone issue. Remember I had the thing with the light on the phone last night?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, I picked up the phone this morning and it had no signal. Somehow it had reset itself and turned off my internet access.
What? Why would it? That's weird.
I don't know why it would, but it. And of course I blame myself, me pushing buttons. So
Yeah, I don't know why it would do that.
yeah, because I went to go look at something or whatever, and it says you have no connection, no connection, no connection.
You probably turned your airplane mode or something on your.
Yes, yep, I think that's exactly what it was. So I went over and checked all the sliders, and I got them in the right place, and it's up and running now. So
Come on, damn it.
which I don't know if when you pull it down the slide, you run your finger down and it pulls up like your flashlight mode or something. I wonder if there isn't another icon there that has airplane mode.
There is one there.
And if
And there's one to turn off your Wi-Fi too.
my fat fingers, Hey,
Morning,
hey,
Tex.
there's Welch Rob, the man.
Hey guys,
Uh,
how you doing, Jess?
Oh, good.
Morning, all in the chat.
Feeling better than I was yesterday.
Yeah, what is it passed or
Um, I don't think so, no.
no?
No, it hasn't passed.
Oh, shit, I am sorry.
It's been stuck there for like the last 3-4 weeks, so. Yeah, there ain't shit there. It hasn't passed at all.
Great.
Does the medication help with the pain?
Oh yeah. It's not, like I said, it's just not, moving. That's the problem.
So what did they say at the hospital? That are you supposed to go back or?
No, I'm out to wait to see the urologist, but they're fucking months out from being able to see one. Cause the problem is there's so many people moving to Florida right now that there just isn't enough doctors here, so that's the main problem. So I mean, it is what it is. That's mainly what the lady told me. She goes, that's pretty much the biggest problem we're having. We're not getting enough doctors and stuff moving here, so. Hey, come on.
Well, hopefully either it'll pass, which at this stage of the game, I don't give it a positive thought that it's gonna pass. I mean,
I don't think it's going to either, cause it's been stuck there for weeks now.
but yeah, you've been in this lingo for weeks and nothing has changed, you know? So Rob, what are you up to today?
I just got a lot of stuff here to do.
A lot
I
of
got
bits,
a lot of,
lot of bits and pieces, as they say, right?
yeah, I got a lot of stuff here. I've got a workman as well, yeah.
Ah,
So they're doing stuff as well. Afternoon, Mark. So yeah, I'm just catching up on all emails and just stuff for all the weekend and all.
sure.
The weather here has been absolutely crap, haven't it? So like outside.
Weather's bad, huh?
Yeah, it has been raining.
Trying to figure out how to put a keyboard overlay on my Streamlabs, but I can't fucking figure it out.
What do you want to do?
A keyboard overlay. It's not fucking working now.
What do you
I'll
mean a
figure.
keyboard overlay?
Like kinda like I have here, let me show you. So kinda like I have my controller overlay there.
Yeah,
So like when I plug my controller in, watch.
yeah, it does all the motions.
Yeah, so any buttons that I push when
Yeah,
I move. So I'm trying to
okay.
find a keyboard one for when I'm live streaming. I just have the keyboard one up.
What's that one you got in the top middle end?
Oh,
Those,
it's just the if I get a super chat or something. Just
no,
keeps
there was
track
one in
of
the
it.
center. It was like I seen a Facebook thing and
Oh,
something.
that's hold on. I'll show you. That's just a counter for how many people from each one.
What, a watching or
Yeah, yeah, it's a live counter. But the problem is I don't have multi-streaming yet, so I can only live stream to one of them at a time. But once I get the multi-streaming, when I get the Ultra, then I'll be able to do Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at the
are
same
you
time.
gonna get the Ultra then, are you?
Yeah, because I want it for multi-streaming, so yeah, I'm definitely getting it.
And then what about your um the one you use?
I'll
You're gonna stick
still,
with that one?
I don't know. I'm gonna mess around with the panel thing on there. So I'm not sure yet. I have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it for now, but I'll play around with the panel thing on Streamlabs
That's the same as me, Streamlab. I want to
because
see
it because if
multi.
it's well, if it's too much of a pain in the ass for guests to want to come in, I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Well, if you want to have a go at that,
if it's easy to use, then I'll just go with that because I can just do it right through Streamlabs.
yeah.
So,
And as well, all my
what's up, Jody, Corey,
do you know all my crazy
Joel?
ideas and all that lot? I'm pretty sure I can do it.
Okay. What's up, Mark, Joel?
So yeah, so I want to speak to you about it as well when you got a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm better today, so you can call me today. So that shit kind of hit me last minute yesterday. I was just like, fuck. Like probably about 30 minutes before you called or before you messaged me. I called you back.
Yeah, I am. I am sorry for that.
No. It's not your fault. You didn't know I was dealing with that at the time, so I told you to call me, so don't apologize. It is what it is. I just wanted to call you back and let you know so you didn't think I was ignoring
Yeah,
you. So I know I wanted to at least get touch bases with you and let you know what was going on so you knew. Like I said, it is what it is. Shit happens. So Something I gotta deal with till it's gone. See, my fucking luck, I'll get into the like a week before, like a couple days before I get to the urologist, watch this bitch is gonna come out. And there ain't gonna be no point in me even going except for to get like checked up on. But the urologist at the hospital yesterday, the nurse wanted me to get admitted, but he didn't want to admit me, so just really kind of surprised me. You know, you think the hospital would have, because they had more money they would have made off me, but whatever. I guess they didn't want to. So.
I just sent you a message, Justin. Private message.
Let me see here.
You'll have to excuse some of my spelling and
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you later about that.
do you think you're in or out?
I don't know. Like I said, let me think about it and I'll let you know.
Okay.
We'll talk about it here in a couple hours or whatever.
All right, cool.
Uh, where is my fucking phone at? Where's David and Laura this morning?
Sorry?
And where's David and Laura this morning? Not
I
around?
don't know. I haven't spoken to them today.
They weren't around yesterday morning either. Well, no, David did come in at the last minute. That's right. He did come in last minute. Where the hell is my phone
Yeah,
at?
I normally get off on.
Mia was out of water.
Hey, Rob, do me a favor and call me on Messenger real quick.
Me?
Yeah. I can't find my fucking phone.
How do you call you on Messenger?
Ring in.
Alright, I found it. Thanks. What do you mean, how do you call a messenger? We showed you how to do that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you just go to the person's name, click on their name, and go to the little phone button up at the top.
The symbol of a phone.
You can call them. You can call anybody around the world for free as long as you want.
Really?
That's how I get a hold of Matt and Tim. I just call them on there. It's free international calling going through Messenger. And then I use Google Voice for domestic phone calls. Right on my computer. I can call anybody I want on there domestically, the United States or Canada. So if I have to make like a business phone call, something like that, I can just call right off my computer. I'll have to use a phone. It's my computer has its own phone number and everything.
See,
Apparently,
I'm looking at Messenger and I don't see any phone there.
so if you go to Messenger and yeah, it's up at the very top next to their little profile picture. It should be a phone, a camera button, and a exclamation mark button. You have to click on their name though, from the list of names. You have to click on it, and then
It's on Facebook Messenger?
yeah, you click on their name, and then when you click on it, all the messages that if you talk to them will come up, and then right at the top there should be a phone symbol. It's the same on every phone.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Because you called with me and you called Hodges that one day on it. But yeah, it's how me and Tim and Matt and everybody talk back and forth. when we're not online because it's free. That's why I used to tell these people from Mexico all the time. I'm like, they come into Walmart and spend hundreds of dollars on fucking phone cards, and I'm like, why are you guys doing that? I was like, just buy a cell phone with some data and use fucking Messenger and have them sign up for Messenger. You guys could just call each other.
See, there's no phone there.
I don't
It
know,
is
man.
go onto the person,
Yeah,
What?
you got to click their name from
click,
the list of
click,
names.
click the name as if you're going to type them a message.
It's
That's
got to
right.
be.
Yeah, but up the top right hand,
There should be a little phone
see
symbol.
a little picture of a phone.
You mean the dog bone?
Yeah, push it.
And there's a camera emoji too, so you can FaceTime. You can like call each other and talk to each other on camera.
Hello.
Okay, Rob, I hear you.
You remember back in the day when
Okay, thanks.
what was it, AT&T came out with that video phone that you could have at home? It was a house phone that had video back in like I think it was the late 90s
Yeah.
or early 90s, late 80s. Just think about what you can do nowadays, like what we're doing now online. That'd have been unheard of back then.
So let me see. I just go to Facebook, right?
Yeah, to Messenger. Then you click on the person's name and you call them.
Or you can video call them. Picture of the video.
Yeah, if there's a camera thing right next to the phone one. If you click that, it will video call them.
Did you guys get the message from TJ?
No.
Message.
Him with the dog?
Let me see. I don't know. I get a lot of messages every day. Let me look.
Yeah, but this Streamlabs is more for you, Justin, with
Yeah.
all the streams and the overlays and everything else.
Yeah, for what I want to do, I really want the Ultra just for the multi-streaming because
Yeah.
when I multi sometimes like when I do the GTA story mode like I was doing last night, I do that without anybody on a panel. Like I do it by myself. I don't want anybody on the panel because I don't want people talking over the story, when I'm doing the certain games. So I don't invite people to come on. But if I can do a panel on there for regular live shows, I'll do that. But I just want to see how difficult it is to set up.
Here's what TJ sent out.
You know, look at this, Justin.
You see that?
Yeah.
I don't want. I'm not going to use it if people have to jump through a bunch of hoops just to get in. So, what's up, Andrew, Donald? I don't know, Donald. You would think you would want that, but I don't know.
Hey, Donald.
TJ's pretty quick at messaging people back. Every time I message him, he'll get back to me within like 10 minutes.
Did you
Oh,
see
well,
the picture? Did you see the picture he sent?
No, he didn't send me no picture. He just sent
Well,
that to
here, I'm
you.
gonna put it, I'll put it up on the screen.
He must have just sent that to you.
You see it?
I will in a second. I'm not in the house, but I got my phone, so when it comes on the stream, I'll see it. Yeah, he didn't send that to me.
The caption is, "Life is much better with a dog."
Hey, you
No
got a dog,
wonder.
have you?
Well, either he got a dog or he was playing with somebody's dog. I don't know. TJ's very well, what do you want to say? Sporadic.
Scattered?
No, sporadic, like he's the type that would go to a store and just, he sees something, he's gonna buy it. If he
Spontaneous.
wants it, yeah, spontaneous, he's very spontaneous. Yeah,
Well, that's one way to get rid of his cat.
yeah, it is true, Donald, yeah. What's up, Mike? MTOs and MTV actually played music.
Hey, Mike,
That's why I said they need to change it to RTV because it's nothing but
Andrew.
reality bullshit now. Actually, MTV's not about Rob Dyrdek fucking shows anymore. He pretty much took over that network. At least last time I was on there, I haven't watched MTV in a long time, so.
Mudball.
It was nothing but fucking Wild and Out and that Rob Dyrdek show where he showed clips. There's only 2 shows you ever saw on frickin' MTV.
Really?
Yeah,
Hey, Lance Cardina.
yeah, music videos are all online now. You got to go to YouTube if you want to see a new music video
Andrew's here. Yep.
or Spotify or something like that. What's up, Lance? Oh, it looks like Mike took the day off. He's got a 3-day weekend,
Yep.
unless he has to work on the weekend.
Well, that's the other thing, because he does a lot of work. He might have something scheduled for tomorrow.
I don't think he generally works on the weekends, but if he's not, then he'll have a nice 3-day weekend. Most mom and pop construction companies, they usually don't work on or any kind of like housing stuff. Usually they don't work the
Not
weekends.
unless it's worth the money, right?
Right, unless they have like a big project they're working on or something. Usually they don't work weekends. That's their time off.
Well, he was working mostly, doesn't he work mostly commercial? He doesn't work a lot of residential, I don't think.
No, he does residential stuff.
Because
He does.
residential, I think, would be maybe a little
Uh,
more popular, not as popular, but a little more popular on the weekend because the homeowner is home or away or whatever.
no, he does a lot of residential stuff where he paints like really nice houses and stuff. But he does mainly, I think, like drywall and paint. It's 2 things, but I think mainly painting is his main
Okay.
forte. Done a lot of drywall back in the day. I haven't done it in a long time, but I used to do a lot of drywall painting. I was always pretty good with the brush. I was the type I didn't need painter's tape. I'd go around the edge without hitting anything.
Well, it all depends too, doesn't it? My opinion is how good a brush you have.
Oh yeah, like you got cheap ass brushes that are shitty, and then you got really nice ones that. I mean, if you're doing professional work, you definitely don't want to skip out on brushes. See, when I did the painting for the gas meters, they just gave me handfuls of cheapy brushes only because it was just mainly globbing the paint on there. Like you, and then I would just throw them away when I was done. I didn't even clean them. I would just toss them out. They would just hand me boxes of brushes. I'd use them like, I'd use one brush on about 10 meters and then I'd toss it. I'd just jump down a line of meters, and when I'd get to the end, usually I'd take a break, and then I would just toss it and then start with a fresh brush and I'd start up again. Because they didn't give me like paint thinner or anything, so or anything to clean them with, so. Every time I'd go in there, they'd just hand me a box of brushes, so.
See Dan's video last night?
What?
See Dan's video?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, he was talking about the bot grinder and, that other dude's
Yeah, Justin
beef back and forth.
drunk
You what?
Justin from Drone Camp.
Yeah. I never even heard of that channel till last night. I was like, what the fuck's Drone Camp? So I went to the channel and looked at it. I was
do
like,
follow him.
he's got what, like 148,000 subs or something?
Yeah, I do quite like him.
Never even heard of the dude till last night. I was like, I never even heard of that channel.
I actually get on all right with him. But well, I'm not sure if he knows me enough, sort of thing, for that. But I comment in his chats and things. He always answers me. I got questions.
So what was going on between him and Bot Grinder?
Oh, I don't
Um,
even know the whole backstory. I guess they just had some kind of beef going on, so Dan commented on what was going on.
No,
I honestly don't know what the background story on it is. Because Dan didn't really,
do you want me to quickly show you?
Yeah.
yeah, because he didn't really go into detail about it, like what it was
Right.
over.
Okay, give me a sec. What's he called? Bot what? Because I'm on my other channel.
Bot
Bot
grinder.
Grinder?
I know who Bot Grinder is. Like I never watched him, but I know I've heard his name a bunch of times over the years. But the other dude, I never even heard of.
Wait there.
I wish I'd win the lotto, but I honestly, you have to play the lotto to win it, and I don't ever really play it, so.
All right, wait there.
Like I said, I don't really know the whole backstory, what happened between them, but because Dan
Right,
didn't really.
right. Backstory is Bot done a
Was it over that thumbnail?
yes, Bot done a
Oh,
video
okay.
saying
Yeah,
that
okay.
people are not really being, fair, this and that. Just all the bullshit.
Because I know Bot Grinder got pissed at somebody, I think, for some thumbnail they did like a week or two
Yeah,
ago.
and then
That's
is
the only
that
thing I know about.
Paul?
What's that?
Is it okay if I share a minute?
Oh, sure. You don't have to ask. Just do it.
Wait, hold on. Is it one of their videos?
Yeah. No?
I don't know because I don't know how they'll feel
All
about
right, fair enough.
No, go ahead and show it. Go ahead
I
and
mean,
show it.
that's up to you, Paul, but I know,
Show it, Rob.
I'm just saying, I don't know if the person's gonna bitch if they find out you showed it.
Give me a sec. I lost the part again.
Yeah, I'm feeling better, Andrew, thanks. Feeling a lot better today, so.
Jonathan.
Right, what it is, he's chops it off.
What's up, Jonathan?
He's saying that everybody is not being genuine. Right, can you all see that?
No, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And what he does is this. Oh, wait there.
Every damn drone and every
There. That. Well, right there. You listen to him.
on this dude Kai, and he seems super cool. Just somebody that enjoys his life, enjoys his job, and is just making some fun videos about it. I enjoy content like this for sure. But there are some channels out there that'll have affiliate links to every damn drone, and every drone is the best drone that you can buy.
That.
Oh, yeah.
That was the problem because
But there are some channels out there that'll have affiliate links to every damn
there. That one there. No, sorry, this one here. is Justin's, his drone counts.
Okay.
Okay.
And again, he's there. So he's just saying he's telling you stuff.
Okay, we get the idea.
Yeah. Just so his affiliate links.
So it's just something, it's just a little bit of a tiff between the two of them, huh?
Yeah, but then
Which to me,
Yeah.
I don't get it, because you put it up there and then you're pissed because somebody showed it. It's like, what?
yeah, Drone Camp now was put up a
Well, the main argument was about like what he just said. He's saying that some people are reviewing every drone that comes out and then they're claiming that that's the best drone because they're just trying to sell it to you with affiliate
Yeah.
links.
Well, yeah, but that goes without saying about just about every conversation you have. You're getting their opinion on things, and if you're that stupid, then you get whatever you deserve.
well, that's what's been happening.
Well, I mean, yeah, because if you're the person that's believing everything they're saying, I mean, that's on you, I guess, at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. It's like do your due diligence, don't take any one man's word about anything
No.
because it's all opinion. YouTube is opinion based.
Well, it's not that it's just over affiliate links, Jonathan. It's just that he's claiming that even if the
It's over
drone's
that
really not
thumbnail.
pretty, well, it's not even just over the thumbnail. From what I'm
It is.
taking, bot
It is.
grinders, yeah, but if you listen to what bot grinder said, it's mainly saying that even if the drone's shit, he'll tell you it's the best drone, and then he'll
Yeah.
put an affiliate link in there for it.
He hasn't got a problem with all that.
But that's
What
exactly,
what
it
he's got a
seems
problem
like it,
with-
because it's exactly what he just said.
It
He
no,
just-
yeah, but Drone Camp has got the problem of the thumbnail being there. He's saying it's intellectual property. It's mine. I own it. Remove it. And he sent him a cease and desist to remove the thumbnail.
Yeah, okay.
That's stupidity.
I mean, not to
That's
say
the
what,
ultimate stupidity.
I mean, that's a good question, Donald. Why would a company, but doesn't mean that it wouldn't happen.
Right, I'll be back in a minute.
Like I said,
Okay.
I don't know the whole backstory, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm just getting pieces and kind of putting it together, I guess. And then, yeah, I've heard a lot too, Joel, about, yeah, Captain Drone does the same thing. Just like he'll do every little cheapy drone out there and then says it's the coolest and best drone. But I don't watch him either.
But
So.
you know that when you watch them. If you don't like it, don't watch.
Well, they're just saying that people are just saying they don't like when somebody does that is pretty much their
they
argument.
can go ahead and not
just
like it, but
pointing
it
it out.
doesn't change. It doesn't change the fact. Turn the frickin' thing off.
I don't know. I don't really care.
Hey, Jonathan, how are you doing?
True that, Donald. Never speak in absolutes.
I think. What do you want, me? What's the matter? I know.
Well, see, and that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to do that thing, like when Jonathan hooked me up with that girl. And it wasn't Jonathan's fault or anything like that, because I told him about it. But
Hook
when
you up with what? Hook you up with what girl?
the girl that was trying to get me to do the reviews.
Oh, I thought he
Because-
actually hooked you up with
No,
it.
what I'm saying is when she wanted me to do, she just wanted to send me free shit, but under the agreement that I would just 5-star it on Amazon. Because I kept asking her, like, I need direction. Like, well, how do you want me to do a review on my channel? What do you want me to do? And she wouldn't give me any direction about like what a normal sponsor would do when they send you something. And the only thing she kept saying was, "Oh, just 5-star it on Amazon." Well, I'm not gonna do that. You know, you're not gonna send me shit and then just expect me to 5-star every product that I run across.
Who introduced you to her?
It was, I mean, it was just some girl that Jonathan met on Facebook
Okay.
that he's been friends with on there for a couple of years, I guess, or something. And she was I think she's out of China. And like I said, I'm not mad at Jonathan. It wasn't Jonathan's thing. She asked him about some gaming stuff and he asked me to look into it if I wanted to. I looked into it and, um, yeah, Jonathan, you trying to get me killed by Sarah. But no, I looked into it and I just didn't like the way it was because I'm not going to sit there and give a bunch of products a good review just on the basis of you're going to send me stuff if I do that. I don't want to be labeled as one of those people. My thing, I guess. But she's still on my Facebook, but like I said, she never contacted me after I got back with her about that. And so I just let it go. It's no big deal. I'm not mad about it. It is what it is. You live and learn.
Well, the thing of it is, I agree with you. Somebody can't expect you to say you want you to review it, but all they want you to do is to promote it. There's a difference between a review and promote something.
Right. Like, and that's the thing is like, and it can't be on the basis of if I give a bad review, then you're not going to send me stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That to me is really sketchy and I just wasn't doing it. So that's why everybody kept asking me why I didn't do the review. That's exactly why I didn't do it. Trust me, I wouldn't get lazy if it was a legit sponsor. I'd have done it in a heartbeat. But and that's the thing, like Donald, yeah, exactly, Donald. Now, if it was like, say, a VPN company got up with me and said we wanted you to promote this VPN, I would try it out, and if it was good, I would promote it. That's one singular product that you're promoting.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do it on the basis that I have to do that with every product you send me. So
Well,
yeah, if it
Donald
was
says
something
there's
like
a whole
that.
bunch of people out there that are paying for you to give positive reviews.
I mean, it's just like these VPNs, you know, these people are still promoting VPNs as, oh, you can unlock a whole network of other, or you can unlock a whole nother library of video viewing on your streaming accounts when you use our VPN. No, because Netflix and all them are starting to crack down on that, and it will recognize that you're using a VPN, and it will automatically not allow you to use it until you shut it off. So you really can't do that anymore unless you have something like a Deep Connect. But when you're trying to push like Shark VPN or one of those, they're not working anymore for that, but yet they're still promoting it like that.
Hey,
I want
now,
to, hey, I want to be a little more nuanced because I do work in advertising and I've made a ton of videos over the years promoting things that I don't use. But when I said the Upwork has this on there, they want people to go in there and as themselves endorse a product that you've never used.
Right, I would use it before I endorse it. Like I
So
said,
then,
if it was like a VPN, like if Shark VPN got up with me and said we want you to promote it, I would use their product for a little while, learn it, and then I would promote it if it was
Well,
good.
even if you don't like it, you can still promote it. You can still say, hey, you're doing an ad read. Ad reads are different than promoting, in my opinion. If you're
yeah, but
doing an ad
what they're
read,
doing is they're
Sure.
telling you, it's an amazing product. Go out and buy it. You'll be so satisfied with it.
right.
And you get it, and it's
well,
not
there's
what
a
you
different there's a
expected.
difference too between promoting something, reviewing something,
Yes.
Mhm.
or suggesting something, you know?
Yeah, or doing a straight ad read. A lot of times you can do an ad read, and you can, if it's a legit ad, you can do an ad read saying, "Hey, this today's right now. This is sponsored by this," and you read their copy, you read their ad. but you're saying
yeah. That's
their words.
that's-
This is what they say about their product. They do this here. They have this here. They have this here. And here are the proofs. And this is here. That's different than what, like on Upworks, they want you to say, I use this product and I loved it.
yeah.
And that
Right.
is a different thing.
You know, I just got this FPV drone. It's amazing. It's the best ever.
Right.
You know, you should all rush out and buy it. Look what it does.
There are those levels. I guess it's all a matter of degree, I guess, of where your ethics lie. But that's where my ethics lie is I will make videos for people to promote whatever they want to promote. I don't.
Mark Wright is
I've
in
even
there.
promoted friggin' health food, like the supplement stores and stuff like that, which is all bullshit. I've
But
promoted it. I've done
Everybody
ads.
knows that. with
Well,
them.
it's like you could, like you said though, Donald, even if you don't like the product, if it works, you could still promote it. I mean, if you give them credit and say it does work, it's just not my thing.
Not your thing.
I mean, you don't even have to say that.
Promote it.
You could just
Yeah.
promote it,
Yeah.
you know?
But it's like
That
Mark,
makes
what
sense. I
Mark
mean.
said in the chat. It's called integrity. You
Mhm.
know, you need to be a channel where if a drone or a product is not good, don't say it is, and then just so that you know you get commissions on.
Well,
on
that's
every sale.
exactly why I didn't want to do that thing with that girl, because it was on the basis that I had a 5-star.
Well,
I think.
And you can
Yeah.
you also go with the old adage, don't say, if you can't say something nice, don't say something at all.
Yeah.
I mean, just about every product you can find some aspect of it that you can sell as its strong point, unless it's total crap.
Yeah,
I mean, it may not be the best VPN, but you know what? This is the cheapest VPN. If you want to get into a VPN, this is the cheapest VPN to get you started. Don't say it's the slowest. But you say, you tout its benefits.
yeah, them sort of ones. The adverts, yeah, you can take as a thing, but when they like Captain Drone, he never pays for anything, does he? It's always sent to him.
Right.
You know, you never ever hear him say, "Don't get this." You know, it's bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, it's yeah, they just go in for the affiliate links, the money, the money, the money.
Yeah, they are. But also, if you look at the thumbnails, they are always like what I just said. It was like, this isn't the best drone. This is the best sub 250 drone. Or this date he would make. Oh, not now. I somehow raised my hand. But you to say something is best. Yeah, sure, it might be the best
Hang
But
on,
it
give me
might
2
be-
seconds.
based on specific criteria that you're measuring.
But I think the whole thing on this though is it's like it doesn't seem like what product they get. It's like everything's always good about it, and that kind of
Right.
comes off a little.
Yeah, exactly.
When
right.
you've never really badmouthed a product, you know, like some reviewers, you know, every 5
Yeah.
products they or
You watch a review, and that's I guess that's the difference between advertising and reviewing. If you're reviewing something, people want an honest review. They want the good points, they want the bad points.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
like
well,
Well, the
Sure.
thing is, though, the difference between I think you and like a reviewer would be you're kind of on the behind the scenes, you're doing the video for the supplements, like you said, but the
Mhm.
people watching it don't really care what you've done. They're either watching it
Yeah.
and they're either bad mouthing the company or they're
But
getting with it. They
I'm
don't
not
really-
stepping and saying I, Don Doss,
Right, yeah.
approve of this foot washing bath that takes out toxins.
They don't ride it from when I like even when I see a commercial, I never think about who made the commercial. I'm not like, oh, you know, what jackass
Mhm.
made I just don't think like that. I'll think of the company itself. I'll be like, oh, that was a stupid commercial. And I'll blame
Mhm.
the company for it, not the guy that shot it, you know?
Right. But the second you are doing that like as an ad read, as say you as a channel, you are putting yourself there. So that's why it's really you can do it, and I've seen people do it where you know this is not me saying this is an ad read.
yeah.
I mean, Paul
Yeah.
Harvey used to do that all the time. He would do
The-
ad
the-
reads.
The ad reads is not the problem. It's the actual whole video of
Right.
reviewing that product. It's
Right.
like
That's the difference between an ad read and a review. And
Yeah, it's like-
that's where they are kind of failing
Night
is
Train-
they
Night
are
Train in
doing
the chat
a
just said
review channel.
he did a
But-
review for Holy Stone. They wanted a
Mhm.
5-star review or no go. And of course, if he didn't give him a 5-star review, he won't get no more products off him in the future.
Right.
And thing, so it's they'll just go on to the next person.
Mhm.
Oh, here's the man.
Jason.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
There's
Jason.
his hat. There's
What's
the
up, Jason?
cowboy hat. Empty head, full cowboy hat.
Indeed, and there's Maggie. Come on up, Max. What's going on, gents?
Jason,
Right
Jace.
on. How are you, fellas?
can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Can you hear Rob?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
I want to come on one of
Alright.
your streams. I want to learn how you're doing your Prism.
Okay, yeah.
I got a bunch of questions to ask you.
Okay.
I
Just
was
get a
watching your
get a
one.
translator
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. No, I was
Rob,
watching the
also-
one yesterday where you done with the Maverick 3. You done it from you had your iPad, your camera, and your Maverick
Yeah,
3.
I told you to watch Jason because he's been playing with it a lot. He might be
That's
able to
right.
help you with that.
Yeah.
He can't
Yeah,
help.
happy
He
to
couldn't
help.
get his mic
Happy to
work
be
the
of
other day.
service. Yeah, right. I had all kinds of crazy. It's an experiment. Figure things out. There's clearly they've got lots of failures. Like what's going on between the double microphones and the video
Yeah, I
cutting
know.
out and
Yes.
the-
I noticed yesterday.
and my internet going out even. Like I had to get a new cable modem.
Yeah, I seen that as well.
Jason, I was
Yeah,
super surprised the other day when you went through the car wash that you kept a phone signal through the car wash.
You know what? I must have been right next to a cell phone tower, and
I was like,
I know
why is he
that-
going through a car wash? I was like, he's going to kill the stream. I know if I drive underneath a couple of stoplights, I lose signal. It's like, I'm like, why is he doing this insanity? And you kept it through the entire thing. I was like, how did he do that? I'm like, I suspect you have repeaters set up outside or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I've sent
Although
you
that
a-
would be an interesting thing to have a repeater like on top of the truck, like so I've got a constant signal or a good repeater or a good signal all the time. And I actually bought a mobile hotspot specific for when I'm in the field or driving because
Mhm.
I want to be able to have the use of my phone if my wife were to call in or something like that while I was live streaming while on the road, But yeah, I never even thought that I would lose the signal going through the drive-through or the car wash.
Car wash.
Yeah.
What's your pupper dog's name?
This is Maggie. She's a 10-year-old Belgian Malinois. And I've had her since 2015. Got her when she was about 2 years old.
She's your co-pilot.
Yep, she is. Yep,
She's
she
pretty.
is.
She's obedient.
Yeah, she's very obedient. In fact, she came to me already trained. I think she was I think she had failed out of the police dog program. She's a Belgian Malinois, which is what a lot of, I guess,
Departments use.
working.
Yeah, because
right, exactly.
they're beefy but small enough to get through small areas, right?
They're very agile also.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've seen the videos of them jumping, super high, or just their jowls are so strong they clamp down, on target. And so what's cool about Maggie is that I was actually prescribed a service dog in 2014 when I was separating from the service, and I put a guy through dog handler school. Like I sent him to the course, and so he had gotten out and opened up his own dog handling business, dog trainer business. And I reached out to him. I was like, Ben, I got prescribed a service dog, and he's like, "No worry, LT. Let me see what I got on inventory." And so,
Maggie sure likes your attention.
yes, she requires it, and she's just
He's in the front seat today.
yeah.
Yeah, so
She's awesome.
the next time you're live, can I come on with you to ask you some
Yeah,
questions?
for sure. Absolutely. Well, I'll set it up as a StreamYard or a Zoom, or I
Yeah,
paid
I've
for
also
something. I don't remember what I paid for.
I've also sent
But-
you a Facebook request as well. I have.
What say? Oh, that was close. That truck was in my lane. The semi.
Maggie jumped in the back seat. She doesn't want to be the first one at the crash.
Yeah, she,
So what were you saying, Rob?
I sent you a Facebook request as well, friend request.
I think I saw that. Yeah,
Okay.
Don't do it.
yeah, I accepted.
don't do it.
Don't
Rob.
do it.
That's the-
All
You'll
good.
never get rid of them.
So
Well, now, yeah, are you starting another channel, Justin? He's got another channel up on the screen that says Corsair Gaming.
No, that's just
That's
my screen for
product,
when I
that's
got the camera turned on. Oh, what the fuck is that?
He wants to be sponsored.
Yeah.
Aren't they the people that made your chair
No.
or your mouse or what is it? Some gaming supply thing that you had.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I got like my mouse, keyboard, my computer
Yes,
case,
that's it. Mouse,
my
yeah.
mouse pad. Yeah, I got a lot of Corsair stuff.
I think I've got Corsair memory, or what do you call it? Memory RAMs. Mine.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah, Donald, because StreamYard has got, do you know where you can on StreamYard you can stream to like Facebook, YouTube, this and that.
Huh?
It's actually got a thing there where you can put in your
Yeah.
RTTP. Is it or RMTP
Mhm.
in there? So
Yep. So you should be able to put in that information into your controller.
yeah, and then also
Stream-
as well though
yeah.
in Stream Lab, I can stream to a bunch of places, and then you can add your own destination, and it got URL and underneath stream key. So
Mhm.
would that be an RM a thing?
Yes.
Well,
you should be able- wherever
Oh.
you're like YouTube will give you, isn't it? Justin,
Well,
YouTube
what
will
it
give you-
is so most streaming platforms will have set destinations already that you can just click and quick connect through your account.
Mhm.
But if it's a site that they don't have on their list, that's when you would use the stream key. You would go to that site, get the stream key. So like if they have YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch on there, but you want to
Yeah,
stream to Kick and they don't have that on their list, then you would go
Yeah,
to Kick
yeah,
and get your
yeah,
stream key.
I
and put it
understand
in a-
that.
That's
But
what that's for.
what I want is to put my drone on there.
No, because your drone doesn't have a stream key. You're
It's
putting
what-
the stream key from whatever site you're using into your drone, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't work.
Right.
Oh,
Stream
for
key
fuck's
comes from
sake,
the side.
Rob, stop coming up with these weird ideas.
no.
Rob, what kind of drone are you flying?
He's still trying to solve his problem of being able to send a signal to the
Through a
remote truck.
300-foot cable.
No, I'm gonna get this working. I'm telling you.
No, so-
Explain it to Jason what you're trying to do.
Good luck, Jason.
I just want to be able to, like you did yesterday, Jason. You were on camera, then you swapped over to a drone, and then you swapped back to something. That's all I want to do. I want to be able though to swap from one drone once that lands.
Trying to do it with cables.
No, I don't cables. Just I want to be able to swap to multiple items.
Okay, so he's just wanting to switch from, you're doing all that through Prism, right, Jason?
Yes, I use Prism Live.
Okay, so you just need to
and-
learn how to use Prism, Rob.
Hmm.
Is basically when it comes down to it. That's how
Yeah.
he's doing
So-
all that.
In
Yeah.
Prism, can you like fly two drones and have the one sort of in the background, and then when you want to display
Switch
that one,
between
transition to that one, transition to this.
I think it will depend on the controller that you're using in your interface, because number one, you've got to be able to. But the way I did it the other day was RTMP from
Yeah.
So I have an RC Pro controller, and I RTMP the feed from there, from the drone to my cell phone, which then went into Prism Live.
Okay.
Follow?
Can you run
And
more?
so if you want to run a second drone, you'd have to have a Prism lens like 2 and 3 set up, like 2 cell phones, for example. That's how I figured out how to do it. So I'm not going directly from the drone, from the controller to my PC. I'm going drone, remote controller to cell phone to PC,
Okay.
Oh,
which that's what I did the other day. Is that the best way? You know what? I did it. So it's a way. And I'm sure that there's a better way to do it. Like, I can do it from my cell phone only, but now I'm on cellular phone service instead of Ethernet. So clearly and I've done that several times where I just go from, talking like this via Prism Live mobile, and
Yeah.
then RTMP the drone feed to the RC Pro controller, then into the cell phone direct.
Okay. And
I'm
you've
so
also
old. What I would be, I'm like, why not HDMI cable to an HDMI switch, and from the HDMI switch into your capture? That's me.
well, technically, actually, you know what?
probably
Rob
could
would
do that.
actually, both of you would probably benefit from using a yellow box. But those are expensive though. You're talking $600-700 for one of those.
Oh yeah,
Yellow box, yeah.
HDMI switcher.
What's a
is-
yellow box?
It's like a studio in your pocket. It literally acts as
It's
like
called,
a
Jason, it's
mobile
called a
studio.
YOLO box.
or YOLO. And it's actually it's literally like having a studio in your pocket. It's a
Yeah.
mobile studio setup.
Jack,
Curtis
I'll look it
has
up.
one
Send
and
me
Dre
a
has
link.
one.
Sorry,
could
there's
you
an F8
could you run
there's
the
an F-18
FPV
flying
for
that's
that?
super low right now.
Well, what
No,
it
it's
does,
cool.
it's like it's hard to explain. Donald, do you know what it is? Better than I do, probably.
I had
have
yellow
not seen it.
boxes. Never used them, but I had them.
It
YOLO
sounds like
box.
a mobile version of what NewTek had a few years ago, which was basically a switcher. It was a glorified video switcher.
That's
But
what
does
it
it-
is. But it
Now, does it record on board as well?
can you pull this?
Because NewTek had one a
Can
few
you
years
pull it
ago
up
that
on
would take
the
multiple imports. You could switch and also record every input.
Paul?
so
Can
you
you
could remake
pull it up
like-
so we can look at it like on Amazon or something?
Yeah.
Yellow box.
Send it. Yellow, like yellow the color?
YOLO, like you only live once. I think.
Yeah,
that right,
YOLO, like YO yellow, LO or something like that.
YOLO, you only live once.
Yep, there you
Check.
go.
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
that is basically. Oh man, look at that in your friggin' pocket. That right there used to be an entire table.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. They're not cheap either.
And what that is basically a switcher. I mean, it's a switcher.
So
And they're not, switchers are not cheap, and especially for one that is small enough to carry around, you're going to be paying extra. But yeah,
I think
you've
that's
taken
exactly what
your-
Rob needs.
Yep.
But
if,
they're
if
like,
you're, if you're wanting to do this and hook up to a mobile truck or a video like a
yeah.
work on it, Paul.
what a jumbotron type thing,
Like on the
Rob?
cheap one?
that would be something that you want to roll into your expenses and get.
Now roll down to the specs. So that way Donald can look at it because he'd understand. No, back up.
Yeah. So
Like right there where it tells you about it, because Donald
would
will
the
know this more than I would.
also would the FPV goggles be able to plug into it?
Goggles, as
So-
long as it's got HDMI out or whatever this has in, I see in. I'm looking at the inputs.
Works perfect with any video switcher.
Hold on just a second.
Go to the different
I
pictures.
want to see the inputs. Yeah. Do we have a picture of the back of it? Yeah,
That's cool.
that's great.
No, it
I-
doesn't have a.
I'm not seeing where the inputs are.
Is that the only kind, I guess, brand that has something like that out there?
Oh no. There has to be several because a few years ago, New Tech had a very
Oh,
similar
right there,
thing.
right there. Pause it. Go back.
Cool.
See, it was a little bigger.
There, right there.
All right,
Oh,
you
that
got
was cool.
HDMI.
It has in and out.
That's in and out. Okay, that is not. That is basically just a single pass-through unit. Looks like it might be able to take a. So that one is not the one that you would want.
No, the
Okay,
more
now
expensive one, I'll bet.
What I'm looking
Alright,
at, what I'm thinking of is you need to find one that has multiple inputs that you can switch between those multiple inputs to the one output.
All right, so Paul, go to the $1,400 one because I think
Okay.
that's the one that does multiple.
Let me go
Because
back.
the more expensive you go on the yellows, the more
Yep.
inputs and outputs you get.
That's pretty cool.
But really, going through all the hassle of syncing up multiple
I'll look it up, Paul. Hold on.
wireless speeds and stuff, you're really
Yeah, I was looking
getting
on Amazon.
into a bunch of latency, and you're getting into a bunch of just complexity. Where if you get like a hardwired switcher, as long as you can get hardwire out of your controller or out of your goggles,
Right.
it's switch.
Okay, so this one.
I'm old school. I'm sitting there looking at that with
Now, see,
the
look at
screen,
that.
little touch screen to switch. It's like, no, I want a clicky click. I want a click button because that's what I'm used to.
So
I
look
had
at
a
that
fader.
one.
There you go.
I had
Tom.
one that was a switch like this.
So this one has 3 ins and 1 out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's got Type
So,
C.
yeah,
as well,
Back in
hasn't
the
it?
day on switcher, you'd have your live feed going out. You would have an A/B on basically what your sources were. You'd have your live source where you're at, and you would change your secondary source and slide that fader down. It was fade between there. Then take your A feed, switch that to a new source, and you can fade back the other direction. And fade back and forth between the.
And
Or
this
do a
one
hard cut.
also does live streaming too, so you can live stream through this.
Mhm.
So
that-
this
is that
one,
the- Is that the YOLO Pro?
yeah, this one looks like it has 5 HDMIs. I
Yeah,
want to
That right
say,
there.
let me see here. So it has four HDMI inputs, 1 HDMI out.
Yep.
So that's the one that he would need if he wanted to switch between a bunch
Yes,
of
and
different.
it also looks like onboard SD cards, so you can record.
Yeah.
And it has a SIM card too.
Mhm.
So you can put your network right through it. This is what you need,
Yep.
Rob, but you're gonna spend some fucking money, like I said.
Yeah.
You're going to
But-
spend money. This job
But-
that you're talking about, is that within the budget?
Yeah.
Well,
Where's
the
your
budget, the budget is Rob's pocket.
It'd just be an investment over the
See,
year, wouldn't
it'd
it?
be like buying a piece of equipment, Rob, but you use now and in the future.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Agreed.
Yeah.
no, Paul. There's no such thing as it's in his pocket budget. If you can get a client to pay for a piece of equipment,
Yeah, but here's what
what does
I'm
that cost?
here's what I'm saying, Don, is in his particular case, he's got all these businesses. He could actually
But,
put the cost of that into whatever bid or whatever job or
well,
whatever.
that's what Donald's saying.
just yeah.
They,
I was wondering. I was
they
wondering
wanna
if the budget for this production, whatever
Yeah,
he's doing, would cover
they-
the cost
they
of this
know
new equipment. He can keep using that in the future, and then he will start generating money. It might, if the budget
Might
is
take a
just
couple
out this year.
jobs, but
you take a
Yes.
wash on this job, but it pays off in the longer
Yeah,
run.
this fish job is a trial to see whether or not I can do it.
But this one,
And
Is
they
there any
liked
pay at
it.
all?
Sorry?
Is there any pay at all?
No.
Oh, Rob, don't. I hate those when they say, "Hey, tell you what, let's you hook us up now, and then we'll hook you up later." It's like,
But-
why don't we reverse that equation?
No, I've
Here,
done
let me-
work
I'll
with them for the last
s-
couple of years.
I'll send the
Okay.
link to
Hey,
you,
Yeah.
Rob.
If you're comfortable with it, Rob, that's good.
Hey,
You
Justin,
know-
what you might want to do is go to Amazon UK and see
That's
what
what that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you
So
know,
Amazon UK, you'd be looking at the same price.
You know, we-
And Rob,
$14.95.
I would take a look. If it is a bigger job, that was designed for a pocket, for a mobile, like run around, a run and gun thing. You might be able to buy a little cheaper by looking for a dedicated switcher like that you would plug into a wall, unless you need to have it as a remote switcher. If you need to have it as a remote where you're out away from any power, that would be the way to go.
He is out a lot like that though. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't.
That might be the way to
Yeah.
go. I was just looking for budget option.
I mean, there might be a cheaper one now. As
Yeah.
far as I know from what like Curtis and Dre and the couple of people that have this is like the premier one that's out right now. Like this is like the best one that you can get as far as that
But
goes
I-
as a moment. So it's whether you want to spend that kind of money.
If you want to get a table switcher and you're sitting back there at the switcher, you hire several guys with cameras and put Teradecks on them where they're sending a wireless HDMI signal, and you got your receivers plugged into those HDMI slots, and you can
Yes.
sit back there and switch
The-
roaming
I-
cameras with
I
those
got no
Teradecks.
problem buying one as long as I know that everything I got will fit into it.
Well, Rob,
Will plug
Right.
into it.
Rob,
Jets,
if you get,
I just
if you
pulled
get,
into the driveway now. I'm gonna go to work.
Okay.
So
all right,
good discussion though. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna look into that as well. And Rob, yeah, I'm happy to at least show you what I do for what
Yeah,
I've got
thank
going
you-
on,
thank
which
you,
which could very well suffice for this free job, if you will.
Actually-
You know? So,
Actually,
if
Jason,
the
I'll send
job
that to you.
Free, Jason, that'd be the way to do it.
yeah,
you know?
he's gonna send you
Um,
the link, Jason.
Well, I don't have him on Facebook, but if you look in the chat there when you get inside,
you do.
I put the link.
Yeah,
Do I?
yeah.
yeah,
Hold on.
I'll send you a messenger later also.
Yeah, I
so you got
tried to
it.
find you earlier and I couldn't find you in
It's-
there.
It's JLab,
Is-
JA space LAV is my
Oh, that's
Facebook.
right.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Great. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
look and see if I'm friended with you, and if
The
not,
other
if
Jason
I-
Laverius is not the real Jason Laverius.
Yeah, okay, so I'll send you the link because actually you might be interested in that as well for what you're trying to do. And then you won't have to do all that shit with multiple controllers and phones. You can downsize it because I know you've been looking for something like that. And I didn't even think about that all the times you've been screwing with this stuff. That actually would work for you and Rob for what you guys are trying to do.
Yeah.
It's just a
well,
little
it's
bit of
a-
money.
Rob,
Yeah,
just to
system
tell
breaks
you,
it down.
when I bought that, I bought it, played
All right,
with
I
it
gotta
for
roll
a
out,
little bit,
gents.
see,
Have a
see,
great
Later,
day.
Jason.
and okay, bye, Jason. And played with it a little,
Well,
and then I turned around and I passed it on to somebody else and got all my money back.
Yeah, Curtis bought it.
Yep,
Yeah.
And
And
then Dre got one as well.
yep.
Think about it, and like Jason said, if you can get by with a wireless solution and just figure it out with software, that will
What's
get
up, Al?
and if get you by for this one to see how it goes. That's great.
yeah.
But as you add complexity, you're going to want, I mean, a dedicated solution in a switcher.
Because, if they
I'm
say
amazed that
yes-
it's in your pocket. I did not know that until just now because I've been out of the idea of messing with switchers for over a decade. And the fact that you can get a switcher that just packs
And
up in a
it's-
little.
Does it all?
Not to mention it's cellular capability. You can live stream from it. It's a whole studio in your pocket.
An HDMI switcher, and you plug it into a power cord and have the switcher there, and it was hard button. Boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically a whole
It's
studio
all
in
in
your
one.
pocket. So I like I said, there are cheaper ones if you don't need so many outputs.
well,
But,
Inputs.
or inputs, but if you
You
want to
should-
have the
Well, the
maps,
thing of
about
it
that
is,
kind
is if
you go
it's
cheap,
anything
you
that
gotta
you
know.
think you could use, Rob, go for the gold. Go get more than what you need, because later on
Yes.
you'd go, gee, I wish maybe if I'd had this and had that.
yeah,
That's
yeah, I
the
would
top
get,
of the line.
Well, I
Right.
want like 2 cameras plugged in, 2 drones plugged in. And
right.
then
But if you ever want to go more though, like he's saying, if you have the funds and you have the ability, you might as well get the top one. That way
then
later
is
on,
that
if you
like-
need the extra, you have it.
is that like this StreamYard where look there now you just transition from
Right,
one
that's
camera to the other.
Oh, it does all the
Essentially-
transitions and everything.
Essentially, Donald, that's what it would do, right? Exactly like Streamlabs is
You-
doing.
you
where
can
can
just push a
transition.
button.
Yeah, you have your output, and then you should, and I haven't looked at the interface on that, but you should have multiple sources,
Yeah.
and they may even show you thumbnails of those sources coming in. So you got multiple sources, and you would tap just like multi-track editing on, say, Premiere.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I did was I had it mounted on top of my camera. So I just,
And then that outlet you could put to a big screen or projector as
oh
well.
yeah,
couldn't you?
yeah,
Right.
The output HDMI will carry your signal to wherever you want to send it.
wherever you
And
want
you
to.
have up the
And
ability to have 4 on there on the inputs on the
The
HDMI.
last thing then is how do you live stream from it? Has it got its own?
It has a
card
cellular
and everything?
network built into it, so you can get a micro
You put a SIM card in it,
SD card in it and
fact
put
that
it in
SD
there.
card, yeah.
Makes me think that you
Or I
could
mean,
link it up
not
to a
SD.
screen.
and then
Yeah.
you could stream to multiple platforms. Can you?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, like I said, it's like having a whole streaming
Whole
in
studio
your pocket.
in your pocket.
And so again, you can put memory cards, and then you can not micro SD, but you can get
Okay.
a micro SIM card and put it in there.
Well,
Just
what
like
you
a
can
phone
do,
book.
Rob, is you can buy it from Amazon, get it, take a look at it. If you get it home, you got like 10 or 15 days, just return it.
But
If
like,
you don't
no,
like it.
no, I just
But I mean, for everything that you've been explaining that you want to do, it seems like that's
yeah,
going to cover.
yeah. That is the answer. As long as everything I got plugs into it.
Well, I was confused when you were explaining what you wanted to do. Otherwise, I'd have told you, check out the yellow box.
If everything that you have that you want to plug into it has an HDMI out and you get multi
doesn't.
HDMI out, it doesn't.
No,
So
unless you run them all
But
through Smash
You
Control.
can do RTMP and all that through that. That's what I'm saying. So you should
Okay.
be able to connect. And the matter
It
of
does-
fact, that should
Yeah.
have its own dedicated stream key. So if you wanted to do multiple drones, you should be able to. I don't know if it does, but I'm going to assume it has its own stream key.
I would research that first.
But
I mean,
yeah, I'm not saying it does, but I'm almost
I-
positive.
I,
it
I
would.
Once
don't
again-
under-
Well,
Just to
Rob,
know
what
that
you could
makes
do
it
is
back-
call the
think about-
company and ask them.
The thing that I do with switchers, I was before wireless
Right.
stuff. In fact,
hang
that's
on.
why I'm thinking if you run around with a remote camera, if you had it wireless, it was through a Teradek or something that would send a wireless signal over to another little box that would then feed HDMI into your switcher.
I would almost be positive the way that system's set
I'll
up.
be back
It would
about 2
have,
minutes.
it would have to have
Okay,
a
Rob.
dedicated stream key in order
I'll
to
stop
connect
giving you
stuff to
break.
it. I mean, that just makes sense that it would have
That
that.
looks like it'd be kind of. I'm sitting here thinking,
Yeah.
what kind of opportunities are out there?
Oh,
If
it
you
would,
would
it
use
would
it for-
definitely make you more mobile.
Yeah.
They gotta move the lights.
Yeah.
So he's got.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Apparently the electrician's going.
I'm
mad
just
or
thinking,
something.
Do event stuff. Put
What's
a couple
up,
roaming
Randy?
cameras with Teradek going
Oh
out.
yeah, you know, especially if you're doing sporting events or outdoor events or whatever.
I'm talking about like indoor, like seminars and stuff like that. People
Oh
come
yeah,
in.
any kind of event.
Hey, I have a couple cameras going around where you get audience reaction shots. You get this other stuff. Show it on the big jumbo. Show it on the TVs out in the
Yep.
lobby. That kind of stuff.
Yep.
Well, think about it too. If it does have a stream key, like I said, like I would assume almost 90% positive it should have its own stream key. You
Then you
should
should
be
be
able
able
to hook
to-
up 3 or 4 drones to it at one time and be able to switch between them. Just
Have each of those be a source and just
right.
yeah. If they can do a stream key, then that is
Yeah, you-
exactly what you want. And it's a hardware solution, which
Let me look that up and see if I can find any information whether it does. Because I
That
would
would be kind of
assume. I mean, it would be stupid if it didn't.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
Hey, Ron.
Good. How are you guys?
You coming or going?
I'm kind of surprised that today was a technical
home.
discussion.
Heading home, okay.
We're
Well, the
actually
herd,
talking about
I got a message on eBay that the herd is looking for you. That was
On eBay, were they trying to do sell me?
yeah. They were advertising you as a bed and breakfast for deer.
Oh, had an interesting evening. Had a call and took the patient up to the hospital. I'm down at the one substation. Only had one call yesterday, thank God. And the other crews up there were on a transfer. And they were going out to the airport to pick up a flight crew. Well, it turns out it was my old coworkers.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And strangely enough, the one girl who's the medic, she goes, Ron, what are you doing Sunday? I'm like, I'm off. Why? She goes, do you want to work? And I'm like, all right. So I'm going back to North Dakota on Sunday to work.
Well, I know that you
Extra
love
money.
working as the air medic, but it's a shame that you got to drive so far.
Well,
Hey, Randy, how you doing?
Hey Paul,
Hey,
how
Randy.
you guys doing today?
We're hanging in here.
Yeah, I went into work today and they said I had a half a day and they said we weren't very busy so I could take off the whole day if I wanted. So I came on back home.
Yep, we're all working on a problem for Rob. He's trying to figure out how he can do multiple cameras and multiple drones all in the same and
Yep.
Yeah, I have no clue about that.
The only thing is plugging in. I got a couple of cameras with HDMI, so yes, they plug in fine. It's the drones.
yeah. If it has a stream key, Justin's looking that up. If it has a
Yeah.
stream key,
Yeah, it does.
how many streams can it support?
He didn't really say, but let me see
How many-
here.
How many drones do you need? 2 drones in the air, Rob? Connected?
Yes. Minimum of 2. I can get away with 2.
Okay. How
Uh,
many max are you thinking? Or do you?
I don't know if all this
Here, Donald, I'll send you a video of it. You might be interested in watching later.
if all this works well, then they want this setup exactly the same on the other side of the event. And then the exact same setup on the other side of the event. So it's yeah.
And
Yeah,
what I don't remember is if the yellow boxes are able to link together.
Yes, you can link multiples together.
Absolutely. You have an HDMI signal going out. That just becomes an input to the next one.
Yeah,
I mean,
Curtis did say you could connect them together. I remember him saying that. Now, Donald, it did look like on the screen on that video I sent you, it did look like they were just different sources. You would just click them.
That's what
So-
I would guess. It would
What's up,
look a lot
Randy?
like
Tap
Premiere.
on the screen, yep.
Hey, what's
You
What's
up?
do
up,
it
Ron, Randy?
Here, you have all your sources stacked, but you bring it up to the multi-edit, and you just have boxes, and you just click on which.
That's what it
screen you
looked
click
like,
on.
little boxes. And
Mhm.
you would just
And
click on it.
It'll probably highlight that stream. This is the one going out live,
And
Which
it has multiples, fade in, fade out, swipe in, swipe out, all
Yeah,
kinds.
transitions, all that. And it
Yeah.
has a built-in green screen capability too. So it's got a, like I said, it's basically a mobile studio in your pocket.
That's what I find so amazing because I haven't messed with this for years.
Well,
Yeah,
that's why I bought it, but it was way over my head, so I sold it. You know, it was
But
like
you're paying money. You're going to pay a premium for that though.
You do.
'Cause it's about this big. It's not that small of a
about
box.
that thick. About
There's a
this
lot
big.
of tech in that box.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. But you're looking at about the same cost as a drone.
Yeah,
What is
Oh,
that you
yeah.
guys talking? What is that box you guys are talking
YOLO
about?
box.
It's in the chat there if you want to look at it, the link, Randy.
My
It's
switcher.
Randy, it's called a YOLO box. It came out about 3 years ago, and I bought a couple of them. And
Well, that's the brand is YOLO box, but there's all kinds of manufacturers of video switchers.
Yeah, that's just like the Da Vinci of them, though. That's like if you want to spend the money, that's
best
like,
of the best.
as
What's it,
far
just
as
like
I
a-
know, that's the top brand.
Like an external
That's the one.
monitor?
Yeah, it's
No,
a
pretty-
monitor switcher.
No, it's a switcher. It takes in multiple inputs, video inputs, and gives you one output, so you can switch between multiple cameras to one output.
But you can live stream from it and everything. Like I said, it's a mobile studio in your pockets, essentially.
Yeah, it's like having a mobile studio van all in your pocket.
Mhm.
I think it's a little
Wait.
pricey, isn't it?
Yeah. But they got cheaper ones for like 600-700. But
No,
like
you
I
guys
said, that
find it pricey, but it's not.
it's
For that
not-
equipment.
For doing
That-
what it's doing, right? Don's
Yeah.
right.
10 or 15 years ago, you're paying $20,000 for that.
Yep.
yeah, I get what Donald's saying. Yeah, it's $1,400 a lot for people, yes, but for what
true.
you're getting, it's a good deal. The
I'm
amount
actually-
of tech you're getting.
I'm looking for a external monitor for my mirrorless camera.
What is the brand I've got down there? It takes
Well, Donald will be the one to talk to about that. Then if you're talking
I've
cameras,
got one down there that
him and Ron,
Yeah.
they know all about that.
runs off of the what have I got? I've got some Canon batteries that it runs off of. What mirrorless camera you got?
The Sony A7 IV.
That's my camera. I've got the Sony A7 IV, and I've also got a Canon C300.
Awesome. I
But-
just ordered the RS Mini, the RS3 Mini.
Mhm.
So I want to have an external screen, so I don't have to, fool with the phone.
Right.
Or the
What camera do you have, Ron?
I have my main one now is the Sony RX10 Mark IV.
I've got the Sony A7, but all my glass is Canon that I've collected over the years, so I have to run it through an adapter. I have no Sony glass right now.
And Sony's so expensive. I don't have it. I got the kit lens that came with it, and a couple other ones that are like lower grade, mid grade.
I've got the Metabones adapter, and I didn't even get the kit lens. I've got Metabones adapter and used all my old Canon lenses.
Yeah,
I actually
true,
picked-
Mark.
I picked up a nice Viltrox lens. It was like $500, but it's a 13 millimeter APS-C. So when you put it on the mirrorless, it's like 35 millimeter equivalent. But it's actually a
Yeah.
really nice lens for $500.
I like to show it off because
See, now y'all
is-
lost me.
the most expensive lens I have.
I don't know shit about cameras. You guys lost me. Now I'm Donald when we're talking computers.
I really want to get a
Yeah.
tele lens, but them damn things are so expensive.
Oh, that's when I left my old job. I had to leave the 600, and it's like I can only take a couple lenses, and I had to make a choice, and I chose this.
Oh, it's a
The
fat
Canon-
bastard. Eh?
And 24 millimeter cine. That sucker, that grabs light, son.
Who makes that lens?
That is a Canon.
Canon.
I was
Good
looking
voice.
at a lens yesterday
Yep.
that looked just like that, but I think it started with an
Ran-
A.
Randy,
Yeah,
are you a
this is-
Sony guy?
Yeah, this is a 14 millimeter Cine E. And I was like, I need a nice wide angle lens.
What was that, Ron?
No, sorry, I'm talking to my dog.
Ron, you're kind of clipping a little.
He wanted to know if you're a Sony guy.
I am now. It's the first camera I've ever owned, so.
I'll
I
tell you
am.
what. I mean, I 3 people bought the same camera I did based on my recommendation, and they are 100% satisfied. It's not an SLR, and it's not a point and shoot. It's what they call a bridge camera, and it's made by Sony. It's called the RX10 Mark IV. It gives you your wide angle at 24, and it zooms out to 600. It'll shoot at 600 at f4. So in other words, at 600, the lens is still fast as hell. Focus factor of 0.03 seconds, I think it is. The focus is so lightning fast. You can shoot 24 JPEGs per second for a burst of 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, you can shoot 240 pictures.
Jesus
Yeah, that's
Christ.
nice. I think mine is similar to that. I don't know if Don can clarify, but it's close to that. I think it might be 18 to 20. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But like I said, I've been out there with, I've been out in Yellowstone and have some of these big magazine photographers out there, and they're like, what the hell are you using? I'm like, I tell them and I show them. They're like, fuck, you're zooming in better than me, and you're getting just as clear and good as an image.
Is that a detachable lens?
No, it's fixed.
Okay.
So
What
in other
lens-
words, instead of bringing 10 different lenses with you, you have your wide angle and you have your top of the end zoom.
Right, but
And
you're
everything.
adding some weight. If you're not going with a prime lens, you're adding some weight. But you're adding so much flexibility. And if you're not going very far with it, then
Like I said, it shoots at f2.4 at wide angle, and it still shoots at f4 at 600. So it brings in lots of light.
Yeah, that's nice.
So yeah,
Yes.
I've been happy to sell with it. All my Alaska photography was all with that camera.
That's the one you're asking about, Rob?
Yeah, is that what I need?
Justin, are you here?
Yeah.
Look at the messages, and he wants to know if that's what he needs. It doesn't look like the one we were looking at, but because it doesn't give a lot of the specs that we did on Amazon.
I sent him the link for the UK Amazon.
You didn't. it didn't just.
What do you mean it didn't?
It went to the US link.
Okay. Because I went to the British link and put it in and it came up and I
You gotta
copied
put
it.
UK,
When I clicked on it, it went to the
Amazon UK.
It's gonna be
Amazon.
the most expensive one, so maybe you can only order it from the US.
now Randy,
I
you
don't
said
know
you were
how much
using
it-
a crop
find it.
lens on a full frame.
Give me a
Yeah,
sec,
it's an
Rob.
APS-C lens.
Are you getting any vignetting on that,
No.
or is it?
I've seen reviews on other ones where there was, but this
Mhm.
one had. I mean, every review I looked was awesome, and it's got a nice image. I haven't seen any vignetting as of yet.
Let me see. United
Nice.
Kingdom. Yellow. I'll find it for you, Rob. Give me a second.
Yeah, I would like to have some Sony glass. I like my cameras, but the lenses I'm using, I've got, especially the zoom lens, so much waffling on the focus.
Yeah, so
And
that's one of those things I
you don't
like.
get a lot of that breathing that Canon lenses get.
Yeah, Sony has really good autofocus, and I mean, with certain lens, you get a little bit of focus breathing, but it's not bad at all. And the autofocus is like lightning fast.
Oh yeah, I keep mine on manual a lot, but At least on the A7, I always have the focus peaking turned on the monitor and use that to guide me.
Yeah.
But
you want
if I
the
was
YOLO-
running gun and shooting stuff fast, I'd have the autofocus on.
So Rob, you can go directly to their website. You want the Yellow Box Pro.
Okay, but I'm.
For some
uh,
reason, when I go to Amazon, I go to the UK and I put it in, it only comes up in the US. It automatically reverts back to the US one.
I'll
So,
have a look at that link in the chat.
let me see.
I just did Amazon UK and
Yeah, that's the one you want, Rob.
screen share right there.
Oh, because it kept reverting back to the US one on mine. Okay, so send him that link, Paul.
Have you got that, Rob?
Yeah, wait there. Well,
But yes, that's the one you want, Rob.
yeah.
That
No,
looks.
why is that?
Um,
That's half the price of what I'm looking at.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the one that's only got the 3. The other one had 4 inputs.
But 3 is still,
Yeah. So you could go with
And-
either the 3 or the 4.
but that's 3 hard lines in. You look at how many streams it can do. That's really your.
Yeah. So again, how do I
If you can
get?
get,
How do I get
because
the
if you
drums
look at
into
the
it?
source down there, it looks like one of the sources is the SD card video, maybe.
So how do I get the drums into it?
So
I
it looks
don't
like
see,
the
I don't
SD card
see a
is the.
pro version.
Well, the way you'd get the drones in is just through RTMP.
Yeah, so you need to look on the details on that and see how many wireless inputs it can support.
And then they would supply you the RMTPs, would they?
Well, what it has a built-in stream key, which you would put into your drones
Drone.
TMP when you go to connect it, just like you would to YouTube. You would go to the yellow box, get the stream key, put it into the drones information.
Okay, so just an example. This Streamlabs. If I want a thing on there, I got to ask them for the RMTP. Have I?
From Streamlabs?
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
giving an example.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
believe so, yes.
Same
You
as
would
if
get
I was on.
that, you would put that into the drone, which then would send it to. Yes.
But you don't need Streamlabs because, like I
No,
said, you can
yes,
multi-stream and everything right from that box. You don't need any other
Yeah,
software.
because my thing is now, obviously, I got the full thing of Streamlabs. I got the full thing of StreamYard. You know, I'm just paying and paying and paying and paying.
Well, you already
And
paid.
I-
Well,
I don't
Streamlabs,
really
you
know-
can. Well, Streamlabs I really only set that up for you for your gaming now. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I do like Streamlabs though. It's just I do.
I mean, you don't have to pay the monthly thing unless you want a multi-stream. That's the only thing I want it for. But if you're not multi-streaming, I wouldn't really worry about that because that really don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about as far as your drones go. Because like I said, if you get the yellow box you don't have to have any other third-party software. Everything's built right into it.
Okay, and they can offer more than one RTMPs then, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully.
As far as I know, that's what it is, but I would research that a little bit more.
Okay.
But yes, that is the one you were looking at, the link you sent me. That's the best one that you can get. That's got the
Okay.
4 inputs and 1 output. So yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one you're looking for. It's the Yellow Box Pro. So just remember Pro when you're looking
Yeah,
at it.
I've got it, yeah. I got them good cheap.
Well, what happened to Ron? He drop out?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I say, it's not gonna be cheap, but for what you're getting, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
And I would agree with Paul that, if you're gonna spend that kind of money, you might as well get The top
Yeah,
tier
because it's
one.
not like you're just playing around at it. You've got a business, you've got a job. that
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
find
like-
multiple uses for that thing.
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Like I'm sure if Donald had $1,400, he could probably find a lot of uses for it. You know, if he
Yeah.
wanted to spend that
He's
kind of
thinking
money.
about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he could find a lot of uses for it if he wanted to spend that kind of money. Yeah. But like Donald said, though, if you're gonna do that, you just gotta add the cost of it in there. Either that over a few jobs, or if you have that one good job that you can put the entire cost
Yeah,
of it in, or you can pay it off over the course of 3 or 4 jobs.
yeah, it just, obviously, if it does what it does, and the people like it, it's 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 a yes. And
Yeah, it's just like the other capex that you're going to have to do. If
So
you can get
is that interesting you though, Donald?
do what?
That said, is that thing kind of got your eye now?
Oh yeah, I made a note, and it may in the future. But I have other things that I need to. I need to get profitable as far as or at least comparable
Oh yeah,
to
for sure.
what my old job was paying before I start thinking about expanding.
But that would I could definitely see you getting some use out
But
of
I'm
that
looking
though.
at thinking, okay, you got to spend money, make money. If I could come up with an opportunity, I would have to come up with the opportunity first before I purchased it. It's kind of like I have not purchased a new drone yet until a drone job that will cover some of the expense.
Right, exactly. And yeah, and you might be lucky if you go shopping around on Facebook Marketplace or something. You may find one that somebody's selling. Or eBay. You might be able to get a good deal on a used one too. Check eBay, Rob, too. You might be able to find one for $200-300 cheaper.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking here. It says you can bond up to 5 network connections across USB modems, ×2, 4G, light Wi-Fi.
So you should be able to do 5 wireless connections simultaneously, I think is what it's saying. So
What
you'd
I
be able
liked
to-
about it, it was easy switching. It wasn't all, it was just right there.
Right.
Yeah,
So yeah, essentially, if what you're reading's correct, you should be able to have up to 5 drones connected at once if you wanted. And
okay,
you would
so
it'd be as simple as you just pressing a source button on the screen to switch
Yep.
between them.
Yep.
okay, so I'll have to speak to them then to find out if they do. Oh, they do. It says RTMS. Yeah,
Yep.
says at the top for
Yep.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Well, it's going to have some of them already
CMBS.
built in, so you can just click it and
Yes.
just connect
Yep.
right
Just
to your
click on it.
account.
Yep. That to me, Rob, that's the ticket. Once I understood what the hell you were trying to do, because you were talking yesterday about 100-foot cable and all the kinds of things.
No, yeah, no, but they also wanted like a camera on the entrance, so that everything coming in.
No, but that would make sense for what you're trying to do, though.
Yeah, it
Or
Yeah,
especially
I-
like somebody, like I said, like Donald would find a lot of use for something like that. with What he does.
I know what I mean in my head, trying to explain it. I'm a bit of a retard.
Well, you don't say that.
I get what you're trying to do, and I think that's your best solution, to be honest with you. Otherwise, you're going to be fumbling, like even Jason, what
Yeah.
Jason wants to do, because he's trying to do the same thing you're doing.
Yeah,
And versus having a bunch of controllers and phones with shit pulled up on it, and you're trying to connect
exactly.
it all,
Yes.
it kind of just puts it all in one box and makes
Yep.
it a little bit more streamlined. I think Jason would get a lot of use out of one of those too for what he's trying to do.
Yes.
Oh, there's recovery. There's Dre.
Hey, Dre.
Oh, funny, Dre. I was just agreeing with Donald. But yeah, it's like I said, I think all 3 of you guys would And like I said, you and Jason seem to be trying to do kind of the same thing, so. But like I said, it's a lot. $1,400 is a lot for anybody. But what you're getting in the package, it's kind of an awesome
Yeah,
deal.
as long as it works and does what I wanted to, then yeah, all right. It's a kick in the teeth, but yeah.
Well, like I
also-
said, shop around too. Look on Amazon or look on eBay.
I can't be bothered. I'll just
Look on Amazon, see if they
Well,
have an open box one that you can get a couple $100
If,
knocked
if,
off.
if you buy it on Amazon, you got your no worries because they'll take care of you.
Well, they have a 2-year extended warranty on it. I think it was like $80 too. You could buy like and a 3-year for 100 and something. You could buy if like it breaks or something, you could get a free replacement.
yeah, 50
Versus-
quid, $50.
It's worth it instead of
Only
buying a
50
whole new
bucks.
one.
It's only $50 UK.
Are you only?
Well, I'm saying,
the thing
but
of it
you don't.
is it's a heavy duty piece of equipment, and you don't want to,
If
don't,
somebody,
don't skimp on the little thing.
because that's the type of warranty that's going to replace a screen if it breaks or
Yeah.
versus your manufacturer warranty is only going to cover issues with the box itself, internal problems. But if you drop and break it, you're going to be out
Yeah,
1,500 quid or whatever much it is, 1,500 pounds, whatever you're paying for it.
yeah. All right. And is
'Cause like I said,
everything Drake
Amazon-
uses then?
Like I said, Amazon and Walmart's warranties are pretty much, they're just gonna give you your money back or they'll send you a new one. Like, they're not bad warranties for that. I've used Walmart's warranties a bunch of times.
Put the link
Pretty
in the
much
chat.
all they do is just give you your money back except for what you spent on the warranty. That's the only thing you're out on. Then you can go buy another one.
But put the link in the chat and see if Dre would have a look. Just
Dre has one.
oh, the same as that.
I think he has I don't know if he has the pro one. I think he
Oh,
has the cheaper one. I'm not sure which one he's got, but
Yeah.
him and Curtis both have one.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh yeah, if he has business insurance, Mark, yeah, it would cover it then.
Good morning,
Dre,
Dre.
which one do you have? The pro? Dre?
Good morning, everyone.
Oh,
Good
you got
morning,
it.
Dre.
Which YOLO do you have? The pro?
I don't have no volume. I hate this. I
Yeah.
gotta go to my settings.
Oh, good. Hurry up and say what you got to say about Dre.
Let me turn that back on. Yeah,
And like I said, Dre's the coolest guy ever.
I have the Ultra.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Can you on the Ultra, Dre?
Hold on, I think he's trying to fix
Okay,
his,
input there.
he's trying to fix his speakers.
Yeah, right.
Can you hear us now? No? Still nothing.
Let's see here. Said the blind man. Okay, that's where the problem's at. Okay, that's
Rob,
good.
don't talk about Dre like that.
No, I didn't realize I didn't have the Zoom reinstalled on my computer. I thought I had to get that upgrade last week. So I had to check the settings real quick.
So you can
I
hear
just
us now?
I can hear you now. I just
Okay.
came in to give Randy a hard time, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, not
I,
me.
I was,
Okay.
I was going to ask him, did Dell sell him an M30T for $800 or not?
I wish I'd jump right on that.
Hello,
So you-
Dre.
You said you got the Ultra. Is that the one right below the Pro?
No,
got
the
the
Ultra,
three?
the Ultra
The
is the
Ultra is-
top level.
That's the one. That's the one we're looking at, Justin. Dre,
And
on that.
Ultra
could-
runs about $1,500.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the one we were looking at.
On
Yeah.
on the Ultra, can you have more than one TMP things on it? I want to be able to connect at least 2 drones to it.
Oh,
The
you
drone.
you try to connect two drones to it. That I don't use mine for that purpose. So you're way above my knowledge level on the Ultra. I should say
I
But
was
does it-
surprised.
YOLO box. I know
The
the
multiple
person you need to
would
talk
have
to is
the
Curtis.
key.
What's that, Don?
If I'm not mistaken. Isn't that right, Justin? Multiple drones would have the same key if you're using that YOLO.
If the YOLO has its own key like that video said it did, it should be the same key across when he
Right.
hooks it
Now
to each drone.
what you can have is that the way the YOLO box is set up, you have the Ultra has four. Let me look at the top of my book. It
Yeah.
has 1, 2, 3, 4 HDMI inputs, and also
Correct.
you have 2 USB inputs that you
Yep.
have cameras attached to. And that's how, like I say, mine, I have one HDMI that works off my cell phone, another one off another camera. But my biggest benefit for me is I already have the Mevo Start cameras, which are NDIs. And I can use up to 3 NDI cameras.
Now,
what-
does
what-
your YOLO box have a stream key in it?
No, what happened is when you log into, you can use an RTMP.
Okay.
You can stream that way, and then it will go to wherever accounts you have. Like
Right, but do you have a
No.
dedicated stream key to connect the drone to the YOLO?
No.
Okay, see,
like I say,
that's where that video,
when
I
I
wasn't
connect to when I connect to Facebook or YouTube,
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
use the keys off of that my accounts.
yeah. But that won't help. It won't help
'Cause,
me when adjusting.
The default settings you get Facebook, you get YouTube, you get
well, let me
turn
look
mine on
this
right
more.
quick here.
See,
It's-
the only other way is smart controllers. They do have HDMI outs, but it's the goggles as well. How do I get a feed from the FPVs into that?
Well, the biggest thing is going to be if you have a cable that converts. What's the output on the goggles? Is it USB-C or USB?
Yeah,
H?
it goes from your from the goggles to your phone, which is a USB-C.
Okay.
But I don't think that's a feed.
Well, if your smart controllers have HDMI out on them,
Well, that's what
then
I'm going
you
to.
should
You
be
can-
able to connect 3 or 4 drones through the HDMI.
Yeah, I know, but
inputs.
I haven't got 3 or 4 smart controllers.
Well, what I was thinking on is that we
Hmm.
could let me exit out of this part of it. Yeah, done there. Okay, it has a default setting of Facebook, YouTube, RTMP, SRT, and I guess this is supposed to be stitched or whatever it's called, something like that. Those are
All right, hang on a minute. Mark's saying the goggles to have HDMI out. Where to?
no. We want to out.
Now, yeah, if the goggles have an out, then you could go from the goggles into the YOLO, one of the
Right.
inputs in the
Correct.
YOLO.
That's what you
Yeah.
want. You want the goggles to have an out, and as long as it's USB-C, it has the other end has a USB-A. It will feed into it because the goggles are self-powered. Long as your cameras have some kind of power to them, the USB
And-
inputs will power your cameras themselves.
Hang on, I just want to grab the goggles a minute.
Okay, here we go. Rob's on the move.
Last time he did that, he crushed his cell phone.
That's what I was referring back to. He's on the move. Watch out. Yeah. Now, if you have HDMI out, as long as this has 60 hertz, you can plug it straight into a YOLO box, HDMI in. Okay. It will recognize it right away with no problems.
Ray, the yellow box is a hell of a piece of equipment.
Yeah, I actually have 2 of them, Paul. I bought the original,
Right.
thinking that it might. I mean, it could work with what I want to do, but I wanted to be able to stream in 4K. That's why I went back and got the Ultra, because the standard YOLO box, the YOLO box Pro only do 1080p. The Ultra does 4K. It does 2.7 and 4K.
Right, sorry to interrupt a sec. Mark, are they the goggles too?
Yeah, those look like the V2s.
No, I got the V2s right here.
Yeah, those look just like the ones he has.
No,
Same ones he
All
has.
right,
so
let me
you got
see.
what?
Let me see
what-
yours,
that-
Rob.
Put them back up, Rob.
No, they're different. I got the ones with the
He's-
flip. I've
he's
got
got
a
the
set of
goggles.
them as well.
He's got the goggles too. I got the V2s.
Okay,
wait,
so does those
wait.
have HDMI out?
Nope, just USB-C.
As long as the USB-C is out, you can still connect it to the YOLO box.
Yep.
As long as the other of the cable is a USB-A, and it will work.
Or let's see if I can find it.
The Integras.
But like I said, the YOLO box is like I said, it's more like it's a studio switcher / monitor. So this is something that you're going to need to have stationary on some kind of tripod or some kind of system to where it's not just floating around in the air and stuff like that. It means you're going to be attached to it pretty much.
Or you could do,
So they're the V2.
but I know the YOLO box has a USB-C. Is that an input?
Come
Or
here,
just
the,
Rob.
charging?
the USB-C is on the bottom of the Ultra, and it is
There you go, Rob.
primarily used for you to have a SSD card.
Up
connected
a
to it.
little bit.
Yeah,
And that's what I-
are they
that's
the
what I have.
V2s? Are they?
Yep, those are the V2s. But the V2s and the V1s look just alike, so
Well, where would the HDMI be at on that? On the side somewhere?
The
Well,
HDMIs
you
are
have-
on the top edge.
it's on
Right,
Yeah,
right
it's
on
on
the, right.
Yeah,
the
the
side.
the top edge of the YOLO box Ultra, the HDMIs are up there.
Must be
along
that
the
there.
HDMI out. And then you have
Yep,
two
that's it.
USB-A
Yep.
slots across the top. On the bottom, you have the USB-C port for power. You have your auxiliary input, mic input, and then USB-C
Yeah.
other
Okay.
USB-C port along the bottom edge.
Yeah, that's USB-C to HDMI.
Yeah, that you don't want that. You want USB-C to USB-A.
Well, he has the other goggles that have the correct output, so you need,
Oh, okay.
so just use those ones then instead of the other ones.
Wait, what?
You have
That's-
that second set of goggles you showed has the HDMI output you need, so you can just use those ones instead of the other ones.
well, they're both USB-C.
So there is no
Uh.
HDMI out on another goggles then.
No, it's just USB-C.
Yeah, so go USB-C to USB-A to the YOLO box.
Okay.
Oh, they have
And-
adjusting. It's
And like I said, you'll get whatever level
Yeah,
up to
adjusting
up
is
to
the-
4K
it's a
30.
Type C. So you
Yeah.
can't see, but it does say
Right.
on the side here, Type C.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, I can't really see, but I'm sure if it says
Yeah,
it, then I'm,
it does. I'm reading it
Okay.
here. It says Type C.
Right. Because what I have right now, my setup, I have an Osbot camera hooked to it. I have a Anchor camera, 4K camera hooked to it. And then I got 3 NDI cameras hooked to it. I have an HDMI input that goes to my phone if I want to use it. And then I have another HDMI if I want to use one of these other camcorders that I have sitting around here.
so you haven't actually used it in the field at all. You're just using it at home on the computer.
Yeah, it's primarily made to be used in a studio type environment. It can be used outdoors, but like I say, it needs to have, like I say, it has a 3/4 inch screw at the bottom, so you can mount it on a stand, all that kind of good
Right.
stuff. But it's not something you want to be slapping around anywhere. You want to have it mounted and everything else.
Well, Dre, it's like having a studio van in your hand.
Yes, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And it's a very
Yeah.
bright, over 1,000 nit screen on the Ultra. I think the other ones only had something like
See,
I think it's like,
600.
yeah, I was gonna say 6 or
And
700.
like I was telling them earlier, this thing is cheap. 10, 15 years ago, it would have been $20,000 for a setup
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
See,
It's
we,
a
mess.
we, we have already got a vehicle with a big screen in it, which you can connect HDMI to.
Right, but like I said, the YOLO box has the HDMI out that you can connect to a bigger screen.
What's up, Dusty?
And then, Dre, for people,
Dusty.
right, skip the drones now. For people just walking around an event, I was thinking like handheld gimbals with phones transferring, over Wi-Fi back. What would you use?
Well, the YOLO box, either you're going to use Bluetooth or you're going to use a
Bluetooth is too far away.
Yeah, Bluetooth. You can use because I have mine set up that if I did take it out in the field, it can connect wirelessly to a hotspot or to your house.
Can you
To a hotspot, right?
Yeah, to your hotspot, which could be your phone or whatever, because it's not gonna come down to data bandwidth. When you talk about wireless operations, you're talking about data bandwidth, and that's gonna be how much you can do, is how much bandwidth you have to play with.
Yeah, because I was thinking I can get one of them Skynets, pretty cheap.
Right.
So I was thinking about mounting one of them in the vehicle.
Right. Because the biggest thing is each one of your cameras is going to need a certain amount of bandwidth to function properly.
Yeah, correct.
So I can say like my 1080p cameras, my NDI cameras, they use an average between 6 megabytes to maybe about 10 megabytes, for those. For these 4K cameras I have here, they're using up to about 15 megabytes. So you're talking about, how much bandwidth you have to play with, plus, all the different things you have connected to it. Going from there.
And if you're doing that, get yourself a video transmitter and receiver, go plug right in the back of that. But if you're using phones,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought phones would be the, this is a gateway. It's like a proof of concept. If it is as good as I think I can make it, then yes, I get paid a lot more and I can upgrade the cameras. But I'm just because the first one I'm not even getting paid for. It's all just a demo.
Well, I'm sitting here I'm watching this here and I'm sitting here thinking, well, crap. I'm not a wedding guy. I don't want to shoot weddings because it's just so much stress. But live streaming a wedding is a different animal. Set some dedicated cameras, live stream, a family that can be there. That'd be an awesome service.
Oh, especially if you had that camera set up like Dre has with the Logitech cameras, where you could transition between the different cameras. Oh yeah, that would be a hell of a setup.
And the yellow box Dre allows you to do screen
overlays
and all kinds of
things. So it kind of has an OBS type feature built into it.
Yeah, it's a self-contained switcher product.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
You can transition them however you want to.
Right, you can transition, cut hard cuts or fades or whatever. You can create your logos on computer, put them on a SD card or put them on the SSD drive I have connected to mine, and you can incorporate that and put it on over like an overlay, like your logo, Justin. I can put that as an overlay and make it transparent that you can see me behind the overlay doing the pre-show.
I didn't know it had an OBS type feature built into it. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. It's an amazing piece of equipment.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. And like I said, I'll do my next show when I get back from State Line this Sunday night, and you'll start seeing me. I'll put it on because you can set each camera. You can set them all on a rotating basis and on a time setting, where it'll go to each camera for every 5 seconds.
Or you can manually
3
switch.
minutes, or you can manually switch and stuff. Like I say, when you talk about manually, it's great if you had at least a minimum of 2-person team. One person just basically using the YOLO box to do all the production work while you have one person on camera.
Sorry to cut you off,
one
Dre.
person to work. What's that?
Sorry to cut you off. You said you're doing a live on Sunday. What time?
Yeah, it'll be the middle of the night your time. I come on at 6 p.m. On Sunday evening, which will be about 2 a.m. your time.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
He's like, he loves you, but not that fucking much.
Yeah. I would say watch the replay Monday morning.
Yeah, no, I'll go back now and turn all the
And then
notifications
you'll
on.
be able to see what I'm using mine for. And like I say, when I'm doing it by myself, it's you get wrapped up in what you're doing and stuff.
So you think two people could run this?
Oh man, two-piece and team, it will look totally like television professional.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Be like a studio.
Yeah.
See, because a lot
with one person,
normally,
you just got to remember where you're at. You're talking on the mic, and you're also doing all this other stuff. So you got to remember what you're doing.
Yeah, running a switcher is a full job. I mean, you sit there. You're basically the conductor of the show, and you're watching the little thumbnail live streams, and you're just switching. You're okay. We're going off that, going to this, going to that.
Right. Just like watching a sporting event, you see how the cameras switch from camera 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
This is what the YOLO box can allow you to do.
Yeah,
and like I say, with a two-person team, your on-air personality and somebody behind the scenes run the YOLO box, it will look really smooth. As long as you guys know each other's cues, know that he's going to anticipate you turning your head to the left or right. He can switch it to another camera to keep you like right there.
It doesn't have to be that thing, but you know what they want is to get more people to come to these events, so they want it live streamed on Facebook so that people can
Well,
actually
if you use the YOLO box, Rob,
we're
if
talking
you
about
use the YOLO box for a production, you would blow them away. Then if they're not looking for that,
no,
you know, because what I normally do is film it, you know, put some pictures up and this and that, and then when I edit videos and put them up, people then are like, "Oh wow, I wish I'd have gone," you know, because
decided to get rid of his face and put somebody prettier on.
Yeah, now we got a pretty face on.
But yeah, Rob, we were talking about how complex it can go. But if you're wanting simple, it can remain simple.
And whatever you do is going to blow them away.
Yeah, all right.
I just got an email. I got another shoot going to be setting up soon. I got a full day of shoots next Friday. I got a shoot Wednesday. I just got another consult to shoot a commercial. Business is picking up. That's awesome.
Yeah. What did I miss?
We have to. Oh, we were making fun of you because your camera.
I know.
She walked in. Your camera. I'm done with his ugly face.
Yeah, he went from Dre to beauty.
Dre, what webcam are you running, Dre?
I have I have an Osbot for my normal computer stuff, but I can run a second Osbot, tiny 4K camera for the studio. I have a Anker 4K camera. I think Justin was talking about the Ankers the other day. It's a great 4K camera. And then I have a total of 6 Logitech Mevo Starts. Those are my NDI cameras, and they run wirelessly to the YOLO box. You can have up to 3 of them with the YOLO box, but you have to pay extra to get that service to the YOLO box.
Yeah, I want to get the Anker 2K one that they have. They look like really nice webcams.
I got the Osbot.
Justin, I just happen to have one here, you know, for the right price. You know, to get a Anker 2.7.
Well, you're not using that one?
No, I thought I was going to use it, but I didn't. That's why I said I got a great deal on the second Osbot. And
you have the Osbot Meet?
Dre, what cameras did you say you got which attached to that yellow box?
I have another Osbot.
What's an Osbot?
Osbot is a webcam.
It's a wireless webcam,
You see how I move?
They're not 8.
Oh, you got the PTZ Osbot.
Yes, I have a PTZ Osbot that goes up to 4K 30, and I love this. I love them because it does. When you move your head, it moves with you. It's nice and smooth track.
Yeah, that's nice.
It doesn't jerk anything. If I stand up, it will follow me to a certain extent as I stand up. And I sit back down.
When he had his TV on one day, it kept track on the TV.
I went with the one that was half the price of the PTZ one. It's the 4K Meet.
Yeah, well, I got this second one, which is connected to the yellow box. I got it for 150 on eBay, dude. These
Yeah,
days
so
are
I
normally close to 300 bucks. But Justin, I have a slightly used Anchor 2.71. You know,
Well, you just got kind of got a
Oh,
whole
he's got cameras everywhere.
Right, I'll be
Yeah.
back
You got
back
the
in the
bunch of them
storage.
just laying around.
yeah. Well, I
Okay,
was going
Rob.
to take this back into the office and use that because since you talked about my little cheap Nextgo camera the other day, I said I gotta step my game back up. Justin's trying to crack on me, so I'm at the have to reset my stuff there, my work.
Well, I want to be able to do at least 2K because Streamlabs will let you do up to 4K, and that's but I don't really
Without
want to
paying?
stream them. Yeah. Streamlabs will let you set the resolution to whatever you
Oh,
want. It's on the free version.
I thought you guys were capped at 720 for the free version.
Not on Streamlabs, no, because it's
Oh.
OBS. It's It's
Oh.
pretty much OBS.
Okay.
What they've done is they've kind of taken it and kind of streamlined it to make it a little
Right.
easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have an ultra version for like multi-stream and stuff you can pay for, but
Right.
not
Yeah.
capped on the resolution.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, these Anchor ones, as long as you got decent lighting, great cameras. Now the 4K one I bought, it even does really good in low light. 'Cause
Now,
that's why
does
I shoot my show in low light.
The little lens cover, does it close and open automatically? Because that's what it looked
No,
like.
no,
on the-
it's a little thing on top here that you slide over, and you slide it over and it closes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was automatic or not when I was looking at the description of it because I could tell
No.
it opened and
Yeah.
closed. I just wasn't sure.
Right. It's a little slide bar on top. It comes with stereo microphones on each side of the camera itself. Yeah. Yeah. The 2.7 is we had nice studio lighting. It gives you a nice, crisp, clean picture and stuff.
Okay, Justin, do your thing to Dre. Say, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a camera today.
I'm good.
Guys, I gotta take off. I gotta make a phone call and then I gotta get my son off the bus.
Okay, Randy. Good
Okay,
seeing
Later,
you.
Randy.
Have a good
All right, I'll
day.
talk to you guys tonight.
Okay.
No, that was the one I was looking at though on Amazon. I just wanted to get a camera that was a little bit more updated because these Logitechs are starting to get a little outdated, I would say.
Long in the tooth.
Yeah, because I want to, like I said, I want to be able to stream a little bit higher resolution than 1080-60.
Okay.
So
1080-60 is a nice picture, dude.
it is, but I just want to get something a little bit more updated.
Yeah.
Because the Logitech cameras, I mean, these 922s are already what, like 6-7-year-old cameras.
Hmm.
They're okay. I mean, they're good, but I just want to get something a little newer.
I hear you. Well, the nicest thing is this is why I want to get a yellow box is that I don't watch just drone videos. I watch people who do podcasts and especially people who do other video cinematic work. And they always talk about when you can have more than one camera, how that helps keep your audience engaged. You know, sitting straight in front of the camera, some people get lost in it and they get disinterested. But when you're able to switch from a different angle, it don't even have to be a big difference. It could be just slightly 10 to 15 degrees off, left or right, but it gives the audience a different look of you.
I mean,
it keeps their attention. That's why I say having dual cameras. Like I said, you can have dual cameras, keep the one you got, and then add one to it. And that, like I said, I'm sure the OBS or Streamlabs have a little switching segment into it where you can change cameras.
Have two scenes
oh
set
yeah,
up in
it
your
has a
own.
dual camera setup.
You use your 4K in OBS and have that as your wide shot, and then have a
Right.
second scene that's stay closer. Just so you can have a different camera angle and
Right.
fake as a second camera.
Right.
That's how I do most of the videos too.
Well, it's like
Instead of-
like on Joe Rogan's podcast, you know, they'll go back and forth between him,
Mhm.
the guest, and then they'll get a wide shot of both of them.
Right.
And they're constantly going in between
And,
them.
and that's what I'm talking about. When you get different angles, different close-ups or wide shots and stuff, it keeps the audience a little more engaged on what's taking place on
Yep.
screen. You know, I know I have a very monotone voice, so people will kind of just drift off. You know, Yeah. So having different angles allows you to keep that little bit of an interest going with your audience and everything else. And just like I said, with this YOLO box, it allows you to add overlays. So like when I'm talking about something, I can split the screen in half, where I'm still on the screen and what I want to show you is still on the screen. Or I can just bring in the whole thing if I want to get a close up of that document and everything else. So it gives you a variety of different settings that you want to do. Once again, it keeps the audience engaged. And that's what you want to do. You want to keep your audience engaged at all times as possible. So like I say, like I say, I'm gonna talk about Florida drone laws this Sunday. And when I'm first giving like a overview, thank you, Don. I'm giving an overview, I'll probably have a split screen already set up. Yeah, I'll probably have a split screen set up. And then when I start focusing on the different local county and state laws in Florida, I'll bring that up as a main screen shot.
You know, Dre, for as professional as Donald is, he's got a really blown out screen right now.
Yeah, well, it's
Look at that
the
sun
light
coming.
coming in the window.
I'm on my iPad. Sorry, I'm on my iPad here. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, professional would have turned the camera a little bit to the.
Which I was kind of shocked that he had the window over his shoulder. I'm like, man, that's kind of odd.
Justin, here's the thing. I'm not getting paid for this.
Take that, Justin.
Oh.
If you want me to start paying attention and being a perfectionist, put some cash in my pocket. You'll see. I'll clean up all this shit.
Now, the other thing I bought, Justin, I bought this little cheap sound mixer, which is probably the best deal because I was looking at a Rhodes Pro, mixing board, and I got this Fifine little small mixer board. Best $50 I spent, dude. I got it hooked to the Rode pod mic, runs through it. I got another laptop that puts my music, runs through it, and it's great, man. The Fifine, I forgot what the actual number, but the Fifine mixer and stuff. It's a great.
Which one do you got, Donald? What brand is your mixer?
I've got a Yamaha MG10.
Oh, see, he got the little fancy stuff. He's with the fancy boys, fancy pants.
Yeah, got that Yamaha.
He has a Yamaha. You know, I mean, the only thing else he could have said, well, I got a Mackie.
Does it have the tuning forks logo and everything?
I have a Mackie 14 channel.
See, did I tell you? See, the fancy pants
needs to be taken off and have the sliders cleaned up and redone. But it's out there. It just needs to be opened up and cleaned up.
You know,
it sounds like his Twitch is breaking the audio up.
Yeah, but Mackie has put out a little small, I think it's less than $100 desktop mixer. It looks nice.
Just a little 2-3 channel mixer. Yeah, that's all you really need. This is like a 16 mixer that it's huge.
Yeah, the full board. See, mine is only like a 4-channel mixer and stuff, and that's all I need for a little desktop podcast.
Yeah, here.
Go from there. You know,
where's my setting here?
And I can go with either using, like, say, the
Rhodes, look at that, Dre.
Yeah, he's got a full blown old school one.
Yeah,
and stuff. But I was looking at the Rhodes. I guess I got a new one out. It's not the full
if you notice, Pro. If you notice, I only have one thing going into it right now.
Yeah.
So it's a complete waste until I get unless I hook more stuff up and get more inputs. But right now,
like I said, mine is. I think I hold up a little bit. I don't know if I reach the camera or not. And this is the size of mine right here. Oops, hit something. I'm down. My cords won't reach. I got to unplug the mic to it. Hang on a second. There we go. This is it right here.
That's a nice little board.
Yeah. That's it right there.
See, I bought mine when my nephew and I used to do a podcast. I won't tell you the name of it because it's still out there somewhere. But we did a podcast, and that's why I bought the board, just so I could have multiple mics.
I'm searching later.
Yeah.
Find it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it works great. It has a great as Don will know what I'm about to say. This has a great floor. almost completely dead. You don't hear no hissing or anything else, but you do have to be concerned about, even with the YOLO box, it has a great battery because you don't want to have that thing plugged up, because the YOLO box does pick up power interference very easy. The YOLO box does.
Not good.
Yeah. Cause like I say, when I
That's
use
good.
it, when I use it, I have to make sure I'm running off the battery and not running off the USB power
Are you-
cord.
Yeah, and you're shielding your power coming in.
Yeah, it's got, again, because like I say, some of the YOLO boxes, the older ones, don't even come with a power cord. The Ultra does. So I have it hooked to its power port and into a what you call it, the long strip, power strip. And you know, and but I noticed that when I run stuff from the Fi into the YOLO box, when I have it plugged up to the power strip, I'll get some hissing.
I don't like that.
Me either. I don't like that either. But I noticed that the problem is because I think the power is so sensitive into YOLO box. If I unplug it, I don't get nothing. I don't get no hissing.
Have you tried running out of a power conditioner instead of a?
Yeah, and I have everything that runs. I have most of my computer equipment runs off a power conditioner sitting on my desk. I have
And
the
that
Panamax M43 PM.
That's, and you're running your cords separated.
Yeah, as much as
Power cord.
possible. Yeah. Oh yeah, the power cords are separated themselves. But like I say, with a desktop, you got all these different little USB cords.
Yeah,
which I don't know how much
that's not.
they're bleeding.
See, I was sold on that until you said that, because, you know, if you're relying on battery, that kind of makes me
The
nervous.
battery lasts about 6 hours, 7 hours. The battery lasts on it.
Yeah, you screwed my affiliate link up. Thanks, Trey.
Video.
Yeah, like I said, the YOLO box is an excellent device, and like I say, it's
Right,
like I say,
resell about it.
it's made to run off the battery. Because even when you see people on their other streams telling you about everything else, you'll never see it plugged up. Always run off
I'm
the
guessing.
battery.
I'm guessing single battery, not multiple. So you can't do any live swap. You can't do any hot swap of a battery.
No. It's all built in. You have no access to it, but it is a very powerful battery.
It's not a separate battery. It's a built-in battery.
It's built-in battery. Yes.
That is another check mark against it, because that now gives you a lifespan for that piece of equipment.
You can't run a power cord to it, can you?
Yes,
can,
you
he said-
can, but it gives you a hiss. It gives you a hiss.
A what, sorry?
A hiss. You don't have that dead floor, which is what you want. You want a dead floor. You don't want a hiss.
Now, is there a way of getting rid of that? Like, is there some kind of like
Well,
something?
I think it's about how you have it set up. Okay, because I'm running audio board into it, makes it more sensitive to it. Okay, if I take the audio board out of it, there is no hissing from the rest of the equipment. It's from the audio board into this, and when I have the YOLO box hooked to a power supply.
You going through XLR? You going through monopod?
My mic is XLR, but I say I have another tablet, an Apple tablet that runs into the
mixing board. Mixing board into the YOLO is what connector?
Oh, it's a Mini 3.5.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no kind of like filter or something, filter box or something that would
you can
plug into it.
And you will hear people talk about using filter boxes just to make sure you keep.
Well, I don't know what it's called, but
it basically knocks down the static. Any kind of hiss over a filter.
Yeah, because I've seen some items have had that before.
Yeah, years and years ago when I used to do a little light DJing at parties.
Nice nipples, Donald.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Like DJing, I used to get those little filter boxes or adapters from Radio Shack because I used to use a laptop. I used to use a laptop that had the music on, and you run that to an amp system, and you get the old laptops had that hard drive that was spinning, and you get that hum from the old hard drives.
Now, do you have a compressor on your mixing board?
No, it doesn't have. It's not that fast. It's just a straight in out. It has a setting for If you're using a Phantom mic, it has a 48 volt for Phantom mics
this-
on it.
Okay, this is really confusing. It's kind of like, okay, when you plug the power into the thing, that's when you get the hissing, but the hissing comes from the board too. It's like, okay, you got two different things interacting.
No,
here.
you're digging too deep now. I'm only getting the hissing on the YOLO box. I don't get any hissing from the Fifine at all.
Okay.
Just in the YOLO box. And the reason why I can tell, 'cause I'm looking
I
at the
thought you said the hissing was coming from the mixing board.
No.
Okay.
The mixing board by itself, if I have my headphones on and I'm monitoring the sound from the mixing board, there is no hissing at that point. It's just in the YOLO box itself. That's why I said I'm like you, I'm back checking all my cable connection and everything else. And the only thing I didn't check initially was the power supply. So somebody told me do the power supply for YOLO box, and all the hissing went away in the YOLO box itself.
Oh wow. I was gonna say, I wonder if it could just been a bad cable, but it sounds like you've narrowed it down.
Yeah, I narrowed it down to what it is. Like I say, it's not really noticeable to, I would say, what's the term I'm looking for the average person.
Dusty said just wrap it in tinfoil.
We'll get Joe on here and put on his tinfoil hat.
He's not entirely wrong. If you wrap the cable in tinfoil, you will kill some RF interference if that's what's being introduced.
Right. And like I say, the RF interference could be coming back from the power port plug that they sent me for the YOLO box, which is what I think is where it's coming from and stuff. But I did change it off that and plug it into another USB because, like I said, USB adapter, because they give you a USB-C cord to plug it into.
I mean, if you're ready to go, Paul, it's up to you.
Well,
He wants to go catch a ship.
It's in the channel. If you guys want to stay on, I'll just go catch it.
No, you do what you want to do, Parker. I'm about to get out of here. I'm supposed to go see my parents.
I'm gonna go help Rob out anyway. So
I got some money to earn, so
we'll catch y'all later.
Okay,
we can discuss this at another
Justin,
time.
you gonna send me a link of Streamlabs, or am I gonna send you one? Which
Well,
one?
if you're testing yours, you need to send me yours.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if we could multi-stream with it.
Send me that link for joining a panel again. I'll see if I can.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try.
Yeah.